I'm taking mine off.
Welcome to BTN Reviews, where we talk about the news. Got the scoop you need to hear. Stay a while, join the cheer. Super Chat Me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super Chat Me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Pour the bourbon, let it flow. Talking drinks you need to know. Whiskey's aged and barrels old. Stories told in glasses full. Super Chat Me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super Chat Me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Boys and gadgets, playtime fun. From old school to brand new ones. Action figures, cars that zoom. Fill your heart and light the room. Super Chat Me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super Chat Me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Movie flicks on silver screens. Drama, action, fill your dreams. Real to real, the stories told. Lights and camera, new and old. Super Chat Me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super Chat Me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Movies, flicks on silver screens. Drama, action, fill your dreams. Real to real, the stories told. Lights and camera, new and old. Super Chat Me, let's go live. Feel the buzz, come take a dive. Super Chat Me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today.
Hey guys, we
Hey,
got
what's up?
me, we got Jim, we got Andrew, we got Julio.
Hey.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good.
Doing
All
good.
great.
George Ringo.
As I was telling you guys behind stage, I watched The Crow today, the new one. It was terrible. It was a terrible movie. Like it made me appreciate the original one so much more, Julio. Like this guy, the guy that made the movie, I think he thought he was like some kind of art,
Like an auteur.
Yeah, it's like, God damn it. It was bad. So
Should have spent it on Transformers 1.
right. Well, I didn't spend any money.
You know what movie that? Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What movie that just came out that I heard is an absolute train wreck to the point that I almost want to go see it is Francis Ford Coppola's new movie, Megalopolis.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, I
Oh.
heard it's horrific, but like almost to the point where it may be worth a ticket just to go see the train wreck.
Wow.
like the movie is like so bad it's good.
Maybe, yeah. The gist is the Roman Empire never fell. It's
Mm.
modern day, like New York City under a Roman Empire, which sounds fucking amazing,
Yeah.
but
And
apparently
it,
it's awful.
and it, and like I think it's starring Kylo Ren.
Yeah, it's Adam Driver and then Natalie Emmanuel from Game of Thrones, who's beautiful, and Aubrey Plaza, who's also so. I don't know. Might be
Adam
worth a
Driver-
matinee. Just to,
Adam Driver's one of those guys that picks bad roles, it seems like, but he's a good actor. Like,
what's the movie he did with Scarlett Johansson? It was a streaming movie about divorce. That was supposed to be good.
Yeah, yeah. Like I've been seeing that clip on YouTube, where like he just goes off on his wife, and
Yeah, yeah. He says, "Why don't you go back to the club with it?" Yeah, I know
yeah,
it looks terrible.
it's too bad because if it was good, you know, is it like 4 hours long? Is it is it also super long? You're like, oh no, I'm in hell for 4
sure.
hours.
Apparently, this was some sort of fever dream that Coppola wanted to put to screen. It's long, budget's huge. I don't know. It reminds me a little bit about what I heard. Remember Southland Tales? No,
no.
nobody. No, never mind. It was another big budget, sprawling movie that was supposed to be horrific.
I think I've heard of it though, Julio. Is it?
It's got The Rock in it. Justin Timberlake's in it,
I've seen that movie, dude. It's not terrible.
right? Oh, okay.
Not terrible. It's weird, but it ain't terrible.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is, and you're like, it is long though, but it's not terrible. It will be streaming in 2 weeks. Yeah, but Andrew saw the new Transformers movie twice already, and he's liking it a lot. Like
Yeah,
love it, right, Andrew?
Oh yeah, it is really good. Like everybody needs to go see it in theaters because like it's not doing very well in the box office. You know, so I want everybody to go see it because it really is that good.
Who made it?
Like it was ironically enough, it was produced by Michael Bay and Bay Films. But you're asking like who the director is?
No, like the publisher, like who actually was the was it,
like like it was like it was Paramount, Hasbro, Entertainment. Trying to find
how long is it?
The cast. It's an anime movie, so it's maybe like an hour and a half to like 2 hours.
It's got good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. It's 90% critics and almost 98% audience.
Those are the reviews I like the most because both kind of go, hey,
yeah, everybody likes it.
We're not, and when they're 50% critic, 80% fans, I go see what the fans like, not what the fucking critics tell me to see, right?
Yep.
If I see a 98 critic and a 50% fan, I ain't going to see the critics fucking movie. Sorry. Jim, Kevin's asking pretzels.
Yeah, pretzels.
Oh, I saw Jim eat. I can split now. Have you ever had Dot's pretzels, Jim?
Mm-hmm.
You ever had her cheese, like her cheese, not curds, but her Cheetos?
No, there used to be a pretzels. I'm trying to think of the name of them that they only sell or used to always sell at Home Depot or Menards. I'm sorry, Menards.
Oh, those are my wife's favorites.
And they're like butter braids or something like that.
Yeah.
Or oh my god, they were so good.
My mom told me that I teethed when I was a baby on those big fucking like beer pretzels, like the big fat pretzels. Yeah.
The soft ones.
No.
Oh, the hard ones.
Yeah.
Gotcha. The birthday party clowns will hate it. Of course they will. It sucks, man. It just sucks.
It's woke. It's woke.
There was no good plot line. We don't know. I mean, all you can hear in your head is fucking Az bitching about it. But thank God he's not on the show anymore on
They're
Friday
called
nights.
Spinzels.
Spinzels, yeah.
They're fucking good. Can't get them. You got to basically go to Menards. Only place.
You could order them online, Jim.
I've looked. You can't.
Oh, they don't ship food. No. All right, I'm a big.
Oh yeah, I remember those are like the twisty ones, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
So
Twisty.
Amoral says, I'm a big fan of the Transformer. The clips just look bad. I hear it's great though. Yeah, that's the problem. Like it's another bad thing with trailers too. Sometimes they're bad trailers
Mm.
and they don't do the movie the justice. Like they're trying to show you something that like they think is like important, but you go see the movie, you're like, well, that was the stupidest thing I saw. The movie's actually good.
What's the new Marvels trailer that just came out? That was like one of the worst trailers I've ever seen.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah, it
Thunderbolt.
looks
Yeah, looks good.
awful.
I saw something too that I had totally forgot about. Like, did you see the? I think it was Uncapped posted those pictures of those comics he picked up or
Today, yeah.
yeah. In the '90s, Bucky was black,
Was he?
or late '80s maybe.
Oh, from Captain America. Yeah. Woke. DEI.
Woke back then, I guess.
Holy shit. Wow.
I didn't even think about that stuff back then. You know.
So apparently this movie is a prequel to Optimus Prime and Megatron, right?
Yeah. Like it all takes place in Cybertron, so there are absolutely no humans in this movie, which I absolutely love.
Oh.
Yeah, like Chris Hemsworth, Thor, plays Orion Pax, aka Optimus Prime,
Mhm.
and it's not a spoiler. Like if you know about the lore of Transformers, Orion Pax becomes Optimus Prime, and D16 becomes Megatron.
Mhm.
And at the end of the movie, Chris Hemsworth, like he does like the Optimus Prime speech, and he does an almost perfect imitation of Peter Cullen's Optimus Prime.
That's awesome.
He was like, "We are here. I am Optimus Prime," and it sounded really good.
That's cool. There's no humans in it because if I watch, I haven't seen any Transformers movies, but if I did, I would just want to see the fucking robots.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like a Godzilla movie, the modern ones anyway. I don't care about love stories. Give me monsters beating the shit out of each other.
You can say that, dude, but Godzilla -1 is
Yeah,
so
I heard-
fucking good.
I heard that's pretty deep.
It's so
shit.
fucking good.
Watch that.
So you can get pretzels on Amazon. Jim wants those Menards butter twisted pretzels, right, Jim? Swizzles or whatever, Switzels. Jim's on a mission.
Spinzels.
Spinzels.
I agree with Kevin's chat about the Thunderbolts trailer, and I'm not the biggest comic book guy, but it looked like I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It looked off. I'm like, who are these? Who? What?
See, Captain America, Bucky was black.
Oh, well, there goes the neighborhood.
So this is what, probably 80s or 70s?
75 cents. That was
80s?
That was the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Wait, like does it show a date under the Marvel title?
1987.
87?
87. Yeah.
It's flipped now, though, right? Isn't Captain America black now and Bucky's
Yeah.
white? I mean, whatever.
And they took a perfectly good other character to make that character Captain America because Falcon already was a character. Who's going to be Falcon?
Like this new kid in the movie who is like Hispanic or something.
Oh, cool. Julio would be happy.
Yeah,
I just
my people.
they had like a 6-hour like marathon thing on YouTube that I caught some of it yesterday of like the old like cartoons from I think they were late 60s, maybe 70s, like Captain America and stuff. And
Oh,
like they show Captain America being created and how like he was and then he was like pretending to not be Captain America, and he was like in the army, and he's doing regular stuff, and Bucky catches him, you know, changing his uniform and stuff, and then Bucky becomes his like little buddy, and it's like Bucky's like a little sidekick, dude. Like,
Bucky's little.
yeah, Bucky's tiny. I'll try to find him.
It's funny, right?
Yeah, because in the original comics, like Bucky is like a preteen or like a young teenager.
Is he like Robin to Batman? Is it the same kind of? It's like a sidekick to Captain America, or no?
Yeah, like he was meant to be, you know, like Captain America's Robin, you know, like a young sidekick kid, you know that like the kids will like.
Find my history.
Hey, who's your favorite character, Andrew?
From the
Yes.
Transformers movie.
Here you go, buddy.
Liberty Prime is online. Items nominal. Weapons hot. Mission: the destruction of any and all Chinese communists. America will never fall to communist invasion. Obstruction detected. Composition: titanium alloy supplemented by photonic resonance barrier. Probability of mission hindrance: 0%. Democracy is non-negotiable. Death is a preferable alternative to communism. Detected on American soil. Lethal force engaged. Tactical assessment. Red Chinese victory. Impossible. Communism is the very definition of failure. Communism is a temporary setback on the road to freedom. Embrace democracy, or you will be eradicated. Democracy will never be defeated.
I'd watch that movie.
Yeah, fucking
It's good.
Thank you, Simply Green. That was awesome. I gotta like this video. All right, that was awesome. Shit Post Central. 123 subs.
That's a great channel name.
I know, right?
You can subscribe to that real quick.
Let's see what he's... Okay. I'm the Solo. What the fuck is this?
This is a Millennium Falcon. You're Han Solo.
Solo, I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo,
Oh my god. Nice. All right. I got a sub to this guy. Let's give Shitpost Central a sub, guys.
Already did.
Part-time professional shit poster. Oh boy. Destiny. What?
I'm in a poly relationship. The reason why I'm in a poly relationship is because I don't give a fuck if my girlfriend goes and fucks another guy because I know she's coming back to me at the end of the night because we love each other. Because I'm
Not
a cool
this
fucking
time.
person. I know that. If I'm not gonna gatekeep the fuck out of who my girlfriend fucks, do you think I'm gonna chase you around?
Oh, so
Is that real or AI?
oh no, that's real. Oh, that's his fucking that's the way he thinks about life, dude.
And
I've never
and
been
like,
dictated,
wait,
boss.
pause.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what's
Oh,
up,
like-
Spectacular? I like Spectacular.
Destiny has also said like on his show that like he kind of wishes that that he aborted his son. And I was like, man, dude, like that is like you are just evil.
Why the fuck would you? Oh, gee. All right. Well,
Yeah, he said on stream that he wishes that he aborted his son, and his son is like 8 to 10 years old. 8 to 10 years old at the time.
fucking hell. Really? Jesus.
I know, Carrick. we need
Right.
the updated clip where His wife left him for some twink in Sweden or whatever. Holy shit! Here's
He
our
didn't
Dankula.
grow up with the- he didn't grow up with a father, be my guess.
Yeah, Dankula and Alex Jones.
I've never been to titty bars.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well. That's because you're at trap bars.
No, I'm not. I don't think there's such a thing as a trap bar, but that's a good idea.
Are you
Actually,
nailing traps?
what I have in the past, yeah,
You're a connoisseur.
yeah. I'm a connoisseur. Yeah, I'm a man of culture. Right. I'm just saying, like, women treat your dick like it's a chore. Traps treat your dick like it's their god.
This is the guy removed off the internet for being right winger. Oh my god.
That's a good clip.
I remember when Kanye West, remember when Kanye West, got made Alex Jones shiver like, oh my god, like, dude.
No, I don't. I mean that was great though. I actually like Dank. I like his show, his video.
Yeah, he's got good videos.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
He's not a algorithm chaser. He talks about what he wants to talk about. That's what I like about him.
Those are good videos. That channel, Shitpost Central, is great. I like it. They're like 40 seconds, funny.
Yeah, but he hasn't made a video in 3 years, so I think he quit. So
Well,
you'll be
Probably
able
has
to
better stuff to do.
You know what? Maybe he gets 50 new subs tonight and goes, "What the fuck?"
And he's get back in the game.
Or maybe he passed
I
away.
hope COVID didn't get him.
I was going to say maybe he passed away.
F's in the chat.
It'll be like like in those movies, where the hero is, where like the military, gets in contact with him, while he's like chopping wood. I haven't done that in years.
What is this?
Hours.
Oh, is this what you're watching?
No, this is what I was watching today.
While back at the post, Bucky Barnes, the camp's teenage mascot, exclaims, "Boy!"
Bucky
Boy,
was the
boy,
camp's
howdy.
teenage mascot. No.
Oh, gee, boy, howdy.
Wouldn't it be great to have a guy like him around here?
Rogers hides his double life successfully until one night.
One night, Bucky sneaks into his tent. Shenanigans ensue.
I hate to barge in on you this way, Steve, but may I?
Oh, you're him.
And your dick is huge.
It's awesome.
It's you. You're Captain America?
I was careless. I should have checked the tent entrance. But now, what am I going to do with you?
Bend over, Bucky.
No witnesses.
Listen to how
Click.
awesome his voice is, though, compared to Chris Evans' voice. Like he sounds like a fucking captain, right? Like he's Captain America. Yeah.
I don't know.
He's got a very 50s, early 60s kind of,
Manly voice.
yeah.
Do they
Check out Red Skull.
Oh yeah. Do they play the?
I warned you, but you underestimated my power.
Underestimated my power.
This shit is awesome, Jim.
Dude, this is what I watched growing up.
Isn't the theme song go like when Captain America throws his mighty shield?
Right, that's if it was
Like
on here.
those who oppose his shield must yield.
It's the fucking
Bruce
greatest.
Banner
song
crouches
ever.
in the shadows.
Fan out, man.
Speed
We got to
Racer.
find that.
Go, Speed Racer, go.
And thus a name is given to the green-skinned Goliath.
Not very big in this.
And he used to be gray originally.
Is that right? What? Really?
Yeah, like I think when they first printed it, like he was originally gray, but then over time, like they decided to like just make him green.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Great. I do remember the gray. Wasn't there? Then there's a Red Hulk, right?
Like
A different character, though, right? That's just a character.
like try to look for like the very original like Hulk cover. Like he's colored gray in that.
Dan Blackroy said, I had all these Hulk video or episodes on VHS and watched them repeatedly. Yeah, this stuff was great, man. I mean, I was a kid. You know, like my kids all watched Nickelodeon. This was my Saturday morning after school shit that I could watch, you know, all the time. I remember, do you remember getting up early on Saturday mornings? Because that's when all the new cartoons were coming out that week. And you just-
All the good ones.
I love Looney Tunes. I watched that. That was my every Saturday morning. Love Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, all that shit.
Then I would switch it over to Tom and Jerry and fucking all that shit. Or the new episode that, I mean, it wasn't new, but you know, hey, there's another Speed Racer coming on this week and all that shit. Even though
when you were in school, like elementary school, Dave, I used to wake up a little extra early. What was on TV? Because I always used to catch Felix the Cat. That was on.
I barely lived in America as a kid. I was always overseas. So when I lived in Iceland, we didn't even have TV. We had videotapes that they would record at the satellite station in Reykjavik. They'd bring all the recordings back to the base and then they would just play them.
Oh,
that was our TV. And when CNN came out, the 24-hour news network, that's the first thing that the base in Iceland ever made like live on your TV. Other than that,
they just do news.
Yeah, other than that, though, like I remember the Bengals Super Bowl in '83, I think.
With Boomer Esiason, yep, against the 49ers. Yep.
We were so excited because we were going to get it on like 3 hours after the game ended. So, like, you know, the game ends at midnight in America. Then they would drive it from Reykjavik back to Keflavik, which is a 2-hour drive. And then they would get it keyed up in the machine. And by 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning, we're sitting there watching the Super Bowl. We were so excited because before we had to wait like a week or just heard the score.
How about you, Tim? Before you went to school when you were a little kid, were there any cartoons you'd catch before you ran off to the bus or whatever? You like a limo?
I think for me, like it was, like for me, I think like, it was probably like kids. No. All the cartoons that I've watched happened like when I came
home.
Yeah, when I came home from school. You know, watching like Kids WB, watching like the newest episode of Pokemon, Batman Beyond, Static Shock, you know, all that.
Well, you're a young buck, Andrew, right?
Yeah, he's younger. So like, how old were you when you had your first TV in your room, Julio?
Oh, gosh, I didn't have a TV in my room. I had a record. Not until I think the first TV I had in my room was like a little legit black and white, like a little 10-inch, 11-inch TV.
Sure.
And I remember watching the Atlanta Braves game on there on TBS.
How old were you though?
Oh gosh, 15.
Yeah, I think
15, maybe.
I think I was 14 years old when my parents got me. We were living in Chula Vista, California, or something like that. No, wait. Maybe I was 10 years old. But all I remember is I used to watch Chips and Charlie's Angels and all that shit in the afternoon. The A-Team. Would watch all those shows.
Yep.
I don't remember the first color TVs, but I remember like TVs just weren't a big deal in every room back then. Now I got a TV everywhere I look in my house. It's like, holy shit, I can't get away from these screens. And then there's your phone, which is a fucking television, right? So
I grew up in apartments. We had one in the living room. That was it. It was one of those with the knobs. You had to.
Oh yeah, there was no remote.
Channels. The knob had like 50 million channels on it. You had to click
because there was 3 channels. And
well, no, on the VHF knob there was 13, I think. But then if you went to UHF, the other band, which had channel 67, channel 20,
WGN,
knob.
Yeah, but nobody watched that knob.
Well, they cartoons sometimes on the local. They used to do the creature feature, you know, late night horror movies with. You ever see those?
You're right, Dan.
Hosts?
That's what we should do. Is we should look for all the theme songs for the shows, Jim, and play them because they're fucking great. Remember those Captain Bitbo when your TV was this beautiful console that it's built in? They looked like a nice piece of furniture. I mean,
No remote controls. Get your
Like,
ass up, change the channel.
In my wife's living room upstairs, she's got that Samsung frame TV. So when you turn it off, it looks like it's a framed piece of art. So it looks kind of cool. It's super, super thin. And then, you know, she turns it off and it scrolls through different pictures or whatever picture she wants up there. And it's framed. It looks cool.
The TVs were shittier back then, but the shows were better.
Holy shit, Daniel. That's right.
Yeah, that ain't right. That little
You can't show that today.
Johnny Quest. Love it.
Yeah.
Johnny Quest was not my favorite, but when you catch a good one, it was cool. Shit. My first TV was a Quasar. Workings in a box.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I remember Quasar. Remember the commercials. Yep.
Oh my God, man.
I think I had an RCA.
One cartoon I remember getting up early to watch was Thunderbirds.
Was that the one with, like the creepy animatronic kind of thing?
Puppets. Yeah, the puppets.
Yeah, like what's the South Park guys did that with Team America, that kind of thing, right?
Matt
Exactly like Team
Damon.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was on at 5 a.m.
That gave me the creeps. Those
All I
puppets.
remember is like when I get up on
Cartoon to
Saturday
me,
morning-
buddy.
Yeah.
I remember being like Captain Bipto says, you get up early in the morning, grab your bowl of cereal, lay on the stomach on the floor, and just start watching cartoons. And you kept it real low so you didn't piss off your parents who were hungover sleeping. Because back then, parents went out at night and drank, or they sat in the house and drank. And if you woke them up before 9 o'clock, they're like, "What the fuck?"
See, my grandma would get me up for school and walk me to the bus
I'm
stop.
talking about the Saturday. I'm talking about Saturday.
Oh, I thought on the weekdays she would set up like a little, those,
thing.
those TV trays, little foldable metal TV trays.
Of course.
That's what before going to school, she'd set me up a little TV tray.
You remember the ones that would like sit on the floor and it came up to your lap and you could sit at the couch and eat your food? Oh, dude, where the fuck are those now? Because those are awesome. Now we just sit within our lap slopping. We need to bring that stuff back. Oh man, remember when LCD TVs? They're so fucking heavy, man.
Yeah.
Right? Right. You go to Walmart, you get a giant TV, and I can put it on one hand out to the car. Back in the day, you get a 30-inch TV, and you got to get your friend to fucking help you plug it in.
You got to get your friend to bring a dolly.
Yeah.
That's the bed tray. Yeah, well, that's what Julio had, right? The bed tray, the small one.
I had it was like a metal. No, you'd sit on the chair in the couch, and then the little TV tray would unfold, and you'd eat not on your lap, but on the floor.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. I thought you were talking about the ones that you had. The other ones that had like Bruce saying, a bed tray with the shorter legs.
No, this was like a
Pepperidge Farm remembers. Man,
Pepperidge Farm. Oh man, I love that.
This was awesome.
Yeah.
Think about the amount of work that went into doing this, though. This looks like it would take a lot of time to do.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it looks.
I think it would too, but it probably was nothing to these guys, man. They love doing it, right? I mean,
it's all Japanese, right?
This Japanese, was it, Jim?
I don't know if this. I think this was. I don't know.
There are, like I think even today, like I think there are like some Chinese shows, where it's all done, in that similar kind of puppetry.
All right, let's go. I want to see more of this. That theme song goes hard as fuck.
It's great. There was a British show that had this same animation, Jim, around the same time. And they were like on a submarine. I can't remember the name of it though. It's good too. I cannot fucking remember the name of it.
Yellow Submarine. Yellow Submarine.
That one.
Oh, God.
Stingray.
Stingray.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. We have a Mark in the house. How are you doing, Mark?
Hey, little watermark.
I think he's muted.
He's trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah.
Silent treatment. Huh.
Yes, HR Puffin stuff.
HR Puffin stuff was whack as fuck. I hated that shit. Anything that came from that fucking studio sucked. The Wacky Racers was shit.
Don't you remember Land of the Lost and all that shit though? Remember those shows?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Nothing beats Kiss meets the Phantom movie. Pure fantastic garbage. 100%.
It was like I think like several years ago, like like there was like a Scooby Doo meets Kiss anime movie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Damn. What does that sound like? Dun dun. Oh, it sounds like something. How you doing, Mark?
Hello, how you guys doing?
It's Robotech.
Fantastic. We're reliving our childhood memories here.
I know. I've been watching here. Yeah, old cartoons. Cool.
Did you have a favorite on the week on Saturdays?
Yeah.
Oh God, gee, that was a long time ago. No. But you know, the early morning stuff was always the best, and then it got later and later, and it got into the newer stuff. And
It got worse the later it got in the morning on Saturday,
Yeah.
didn't it? By 10 o'clock, you're out the door playing with your friends, but from 7 to 10, you're really into it. You're right, Mark. I didn't even think about that. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the three robots? I don't know what it was. It was Goldar, Silvar, and the other one, and was that Ultraman or Spectreman or
Gold,
Battle of the Worlds or something like that? Or
Goldar sounds like oh my God,
it was like a family of like giant robots. It was from Japan. They changed the name.
Gotcha Man.
Maybe, but they changed the name when it came to the U.S. to something else.
Well, yeah, like I think they have like a couple
Battle
names,
of the
like
Planets, Space.
Yeah,
Battle,
yeah,
Battle. I think it was Battle of the Planets or something.
Yeah, Battle of the Planets,
Or Space Giants, maybe. I don't know.
Space Battleship Yamato.
Science Ninja Team. Oh, like they were also called that.
Nice. Yeah.
And like for some reason, like their outfits are based on like are like bird themed for some reason.
Well, because birds aren't real and they've known it for a long time. So they're just trying to teach the children's, hey, birds aren't real, guys. They're all mechs. We had Jim had a guy on TikTok, right, Jim? Like, wasn't that where he was promoting that? Like the whole birds aren't real stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny, dude. Did you guys like Macross Plus, the test pilot cool stuff, Weird Al Singer love story?
Space Giants.
Wait, what?
Goldar, a 50-foot robot, and his electronic space family
Remember this?
Never.
No.
Never
are
seen it.
created to defend our world.
Yes, that's a wonderful idea. Fire him.
I never saw
Hagrid.
such a fantastically huge
Oh, yeah,
robot.
Riff.
in my life.
I can see your dongle.
Oh, I love Red.
There's other stuff edited in. This isn't the original. I thought.
Oh, like
Right. Well, yeah.
every time I hear the name Goldar, you know, I think of like that monster from the original Power Rangers. I am Goldar.
Well, this is what he looked like, and there was a silver one, and then there was a little kid.
A Kenny.
Want to go inside that guy's body?
I have grown to like Miko very much.
There are two huge.
Look at this guy.
Asian Santa.
That's awesome.
It's a kung fu movie guy. Come on.
I know. Like he's every bad guy in kung fu movies.
There.
You guys, you remember those kung fu
episodes?
where
on, Jim. Come on, Jim.
You remember
Go ahead,
those
Mark.
kung fu movies? You remember those kung fu movies that they were all overdubbed? They were absolutely terrible, but the guys were like super powerful. You know, oh, his hand strikes like iron and all of that. Those things were great. It was like from like the early 80s, you know?
It
Yeah.
was weekend morning television. It was WWF wrestling, and then straight to Kung Fu Theater
Oh, Kung Fu Theater. Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
monster movies.
Yeah.
Either one.
And they were terrible, of course, but all you cared about was the incredible action. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, yeah.
I love I love a good, kung fu movie. Those are always fun.
Yeah. I mean, the best part about Bruce Lee is he had a personality. Other than that, they were just silly fighting movies, right? There was nothing else to him, but he was such a star, charismatic and all that stuff. Why do they have the same picture twice of the kid on the phone? Is he like this? Is he like this kid that's in the show?
Oh my gosh. On that video, like you don't have to play it. Where it says Space Giants 1.
Oh, you got the right one pulled up there, Jim. Speed Racer. Look at that.
In the show Ultraman, like they literally stole a Godzilla suit and like just added like a thrill to it. So it was literally Ultraman fighting Godzilla. Only it wasn't.
Hey, were you guys Lost in Space fans?
Nah.
It was all right.
I liked it, dude. I liked that fucking Danger Will Rogers. Danger.
From that Dr. Smith, whatever that.
Yeah, the evil Dr. Smith.
Yeah.
Will Robinson. Will Robinson.
Will Robinson, yeah. Then you had the two
Wasn't there
scientists.
wasn't there like a terrible live action movie where
like in 2000 or 1990s or something.
like the one thing I remember from it was like the dad going, "I love you, wife,"
Well,
and then like kisses her. Like it's so.
The show was just a 50s fucking science fiction show for TV. It was just it was I don't know who it was made for, actually, to tell you the truth, Mark. I think it might have been made for kids, to tell you the truth.
Oh, like it was like basically like it was basically like a space sitcom.
Yeah, I mean it's just a show. But I like the show focused a lot on the robot,
And the
Dr.
kid.
Smith and Will Robinson. Because Doctor was always getting Will Robinson in some kind of fucking trouble, Julio.
Danger, Will Robertson. Danger, Will Robertson.
Anthony Cumia on Opie and Anthony used to do fucking funny as shit skits of him being like a PDF file Dr. Smith after the kid.
Oh, is that right?
That was fucking
Oh
hilarious.
gosh.
Will.
I don't know why. I thought there was a gold robot and a silver robot, and then I remember a kid.
How dare you,
Like
Ron?
it was-
Well, did we see the kid? Did now you were showing us?
I think so. I don't know.
You probably
I just
skipped
saw a
over
short
him.
person. Yeah, I
Like,
thought
and the robot supposedly transforms into this rocket, but I thought there was a
97,
silver
yeah.
one too. I don't know.
so. Simply says the new movie starts out weak, but got pretty solid by the end. Yeah, it's Starship Troopers. You a fan?
Me?
Anybody?
What?
Nah.
That's Heinlein, Robert Heinlein. No, I never saw it. I heard it was pretty good, but
You never saw Starship Troopers?
no.
Starship Troopers, great. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
Great, man.
Yeah.
And
Keith Richards was in that, right? Yeah.
it's just an over-the-top science fiction movie, man. But did you like it, Jim?
Super
wait.
Troopers or what?
Yeah.
Space?
Star-
Which one?
Starship
Starship
Troopers.
Troopers? Yeah, it was good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was over the top action with just so much violence and all that. It was fantastic. for that perspective,
Fantastic.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yes.
and all the libtards hate it because they see it as like fascist propaganda.
Which makes no sense because there was as many women fighters and male fighters in that movie. It hit every note low watermark just for being a good movie.
Exactly. It had everything
And it started
in it,
a meme.
but it was a spoof of being fascist. That was the whole point. You know, what
Right.
would you do? The whole thing with the commercials during it.
I'm
they would
doing
show
my part.
commercials. Yeah, I'm doing. Yeah, exactly.
You don't
like
get a lot of fascist sci-fi authors, honestly. So Dan Simmons, a little right wing. Other than that, there's not too many of them.
I just love the meme that it created where it's like, I'm doing my part, I didn't do fucking shit.
Yeah, it was great though. I like that, and I like that. What's the one with Tim Allen?
Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest.
That's great. I love that
That was
movie.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I heard it's like the best thing where it's kind of like making fun of of the Star Trek franchise, but it also does it out of love.
It's super on the nose. Yeah,
it's like an homage, but it's fun. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver's character is wonderful too, and I love when they're racing to the center of the ship and all of that, and she stops this big room that looks like a big dicer and slicer. What the hell is that even for? What does it do? What's the purpose of that?
Love
she was great in it. Alan Rickman was really good at it. That's a great.
Oh yeah,
really good movie. Lots of fun.
I mean, so good with the Star Trek takeoff, and he was Jim Kirk kind of, and but brings it back at the end, and they all like each other,
and
just like the Star Trek episode, right?
And and like it also makes fun of the fan base.
Well, yeah, the geeks and all that have to rescue them, but and they all get together at the end, and they're all figuring out all the stuff, and the one kid has to go and take the trash out because, Mom, I'm busy right now. Take the trash.
I gotta watch that shit again. It's free on YouTube. YouTube's putting out all kinds of free movies, and that's
really
one of them. Yeah.
Evidently, the studio interfered with Galaxy Quest, and according to the entire cast, the original cut of the film is even better. I imagine so. I wish. Do you think there's a director's cut out there somewhere, Jim? I mean, do you own Galaxy Quest, Jim?
Somewhere.
I wonder if there's like a extended edition somewhere. That'd be great.
Here's what we were watching on our old.
Oh, this was so good, man. This was so good.
Wasn't there one where they were in a park? Is this it when they're in their amusement park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Apes is more hikers.
We've got to get out of here.
Do you know Pastor Flash says Galaxy Quest was the first DVD he ever owned?
Huh.
I don't remember my first DVD. I remember my first CD, though. I remember my first CD I bought.
I remember the first DVD I ever bought. Well, there was two of them. And it's going to blow your mind. I don't know what it was.
For DVD?
Yeah, DVD.
Okay.
I had a shit ton of VHS, but the first DVD I bought was Twister.
That newfangled stuff.
Twister?
Yeah.
No shit, huh?
Yeah. And the second one was Con Air.
I can't remember that. I know the first CD I ever bought was the Eagles' Greatest Hits. And the reason I did it is because my dad was such a huge music fan and he loved the Eagles and he didn't know what a DVD player was. So I bought a DVD player, bought that CD, brought it home, and my dad goes, "What is this garbage?" And I plugged it into his amp, turned it on. He's like, "Oh my fucking God, this is incredible."
You don't have to never apologize for the Eagles' greatest hits. It's good songs.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just saying I bought it for that reason, because I wanted to, share that moment with my dad. So he had two reel-to-reel players. He had his record player and all that stuff. Yeah. And then he went out and bought a DVD player the next day. He's like, or a CD player the next day. He goes, "I want a CD player. I don't have to change a bunch of shit every song." Yeah. And remember when they had those 500 disc CD players?
Oh, yeah.
I remember the first album I bought.
I remember my first album too. Mine was Alan Parsons Project, Eye in the Sky.
Billy Joel, Glass Houses.
That's a good one. Mine was David Bowie, Heroes. I bought it at the PX at Walter Reed.
I bought mine at the Navy Exchange in Keflavik, Iceland. Mm-hmm. Alan Parsons Project.
I bought mine at a store called McDade's that doesn't exist anymore.
Well, my first one was actually 45s because I never found albums that I liked more than one song on. But they were selling.
When you were at the sock hop, that's what they played, the 45s.
The suck up.
Well, yeah, I mean, 45s were great, and once in a
Colt
massive amount of
45s.
time, you might actually get something on the B side that was
Yeah.
good, but most of the time it wasn't. I remember Kiss had one of their first soft ballads. It was called Beth, I guess.
Oh, sure. With the drummer
know?
singing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and
Good
because
song.
most of this stuff was hard, but that was a ballad that rose to incredible popularity.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, 45s were great. I got stacked. I still have my 45s. If I piled them all in one stack, they would be 4 to 5 feet tall. That's
Wow.
how many 45s I bought, over those years.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
think my first 45 was Helter Skelter on the A side and Gotta Get You Into My Life on the B side.
And Mark, you bring up like that's the first album I bought when I owned my own record player. I don't remember buying. I mean, I might have bought records other than that when I was a little kid that saved up some money that I wanted, for my dad to play. But for myself, that was the first album I ever bought for myself.
Well, one of the coolest pieces of quote technology that I got was getting my own record player. Right?
Mhm.
Not the ones that you had. Well, maybe I'm older than you guys. They have these ones that look like big boxes, and you take the top off, it comes off, and it's a really cheesy tin arm, with a speaker that has no sound quality, and maybe you got it in a school classroom because they would play records to go with the film strips, that type of thing. But when I got my first quote stereo, I mean, it was a piece of technology. It was incredible. A turntable, external speakers, and a tuner. All right. And you plug the things together. You have wires all over the place. And
Was it
you
a
lift the
Jensen?
thing up, and put it on the record and out. Oh, man. God, that stuff was incredible.
Low watermark, did your record player have the arm at the top? You can stack the records.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It would
In
drop
fact, you could. Yeah.
for the 45. Oh yeah.
Well, it could be both. It could be both because you could put the insert on the 45s because it was
Mhm.
just the one post for the albums. But if you
Right.
put the inserts on the 45s, you could put like 6 of them or
6
so.
of them. Yeah.
And it would drop one down and the arm would go to the beginning. Oh, man. And that was amazing because, playing a 45, you got to keep going back, But I played 5 or 6 of them in a row. Oh, incredible.
Yeah, you don't want to get up every 3 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you remember the first cassette tape you owned, Julio?
Def Leppard, Pyromania.
Def Leppard, Pyromania.
Yeah. Yep. That was, I used to deliver the Washington Star. I don't know if anybody ever remembers that newspaper. And that's
Yes.
what I listened to.
It's
I had that and a Foreigner cassette. It was the one with Urgent on it. I think it was called 4.
Yeah.
So that was what I listened to on my little paper route.
Mine was Jethro Tull, Heavy Horses, I think was the name of the album.
Mhm.
Yeah. In fact, I still have that cassette tape. In fact, I have 2 of them. One that I took from my best friend and never gave
Yeah.
back to him.
Yeah.
And then another one that I got. Yeah.
I know my first cassette tape that I bought was
Sure.
Men at Work, Business as Usual.
Yeah.
Good one. Mine was Def Leppard, High and Dry.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
before Pyromania, I think.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
was one before it.
Yeah.
I used to like Def Leppard. Fuck it. They're hair metal. I saw their greatest hits tour. It was fucking awesome.
They weren't hair metal when they started, dude.
No, you're right.
They were not
They
hair
were
metal
hard
when they
rock.
started. They were
They're like
competing with Led
glam.
Zeppelin. Yeah,
I'd
they
say
were.
they're glam.
Yeah.
But the early stuff was just fucking rock. They were just rocking out.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, look, just Van Halen was the same way with the hair and stuff, and that's what.
Right.
I
But
don't know.
I mean, it was their look, but they played just rock. They weren't like you know how hair metal got to, like they had 3 riffs and they all played the same riffs, and you got people like the lead singer from Slaughter. They said he cut one of his nuts off so he could have that high pitched voice, and they said other singers did that shit too. Could you imagine? You're so dedicated to your craft that you cut a nut off. Oh man, Asia, you have your first tape.
Asia.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Man.
All right.
Remember
Yeah.
Europe?
God, fucking the final countdown. I hate that.
Me
song.
fucking too.
We agree on something, Dave. Music.
How many Columbia record memberships
Oh,
did
fuck.
you sign
No,
up?
No. Yep. You get 12 records for 1 penny, and then you got to buy another record for $20, which now doesn't sound crazy.
But how many
Hey,
did you
Dave.
sign up for?
Oh,
Oh, that was my collection, dude.
Seals and Crofts, Chicago. Yeah.
And never
Hey,
bought a record. Never bought a record. Come get the
Hey.
12-year-old. Yeah.
Hey Dave, show the YouTube link that I just posted.
What is it? Is it going to take us completely off topic?
No, like it's like a minute long. When you were talking about like trying to get someone's voice high pitched.
Oh, okay. Okay. Here we go. This is funny. Yeah. This is good. I thought you were going to take me into some other thing.
No.
This is a good conversation for us old geezers.
Track 1.
God. And the Bee Gees transitioning into disco. I mean, they're amazing now looking back, but disco sucked back because that friend that I took Heavy Horses from hated disco. Absolutely hated it. Disco, oh my God.
Yep. But dude, like they never made more money in their life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Andrew, where's this from? Is this from like a Mad TV skit or something?
I actually have no idea. Oh my God, I've seen this before, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. But like, keep playing. It's really funny.
Victor Films. All right. Let's shut up, you damn dogs.
Staying alive.
Wait a second.
All right, try again.
Okay, guys, let's try again.
God, and they were so ugly. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Well, one guy was good looking, I think.
Well,
that was the hair, Barry, whatever.
Yeah, but
Barry Gibb actually is responsible for some of the greatest hits of the fucking 80s and 90s.
Oh, he's a great writer. Yeah,
Huge writer. Wrote for all types of people.
There's some old Bee Gees stuff that's good too. If you go back to the late '60s and
the stuff before. Oh
Yeah.
the old Bee Gees stuff was amazing. That's why people were so upset when they went over to disco because
They were folk, right? Like folk.
Yeah. Have you seen my wife, Mr. Jones? Do you know what it's like on the? It was a New York coal mining disaster. They had. I started a joke. Was another big song.
I started a joke. What literally I found from my early cassettes way back. I had made a list of my favorite songs. It was stored in my desk. Years and years later at my parents' house, they were getting rid of stuff, and I pulled it out. I started a joke was like my number 2 song of my childhood. That was the best song to me forever. That I still love that song today.
I would love to hear that list.
What song, Mark?
I started a joke, the Bee Gees, but well before disco.
Okay.
That was a fantastic song.
Jim, they were kind of folkish pop, I guess.
But who was the Bee Gees? Was it Andy Gibb that had his solo career? Right.
Yeah. That was later. Yeah, a lot later.
Yeah.
Shadow.
In fact, wasn't he?
There was one that wasn't part of the Bee Gees that died, if I'm not mistaken.
That was Andy.
Yeah, but he had a solo career before.
They all.
that.
I think they're all dead now. Actually, maybe
Barry's-
Barry might still be alive, but the other
Barry's
two.
still around. Robin died.
Robin died. Yeah,
Maurice
he was the
died.
first one to die. He died of AIDS, right?
Annihilator's got a question, guys.
Well, not the first one. He was the first one of the Bee Gees that died. The other brother died, I want to say, in the early 80s, maybe mid 80s.
Yeah, the bald guy. No, not 80. Really? Oh, no, well, Andy Gibb died in the 80s.
That's what I'm saying,
Well,
Andy Gibb. But that's what I'm saying. But then the three brothers, the one died maybe Robin died, I want to say, in the either 90s or early 2000s.
Yeah, Islands in the Stream is that Dolly Parton song, right? That was written, and he sang on it too, right? They sang it together, right?
Yeah.
One of the Bee Gees?
I think it was Barry Gibb, or it might have been all the Bee Gees and Dolly Parton.
I love Massachusetts, but I'm biased.
That's another great song. Yeah,
Such a good
So
song.
Andy Gibb was younger than
Yeah.
the three that were the Bee Gees, right?
Yeah,
and that's why he
was the
became
pretty
famous
boy,
later on.
right? He was the pretty boy, right?
He was the guy on the cover of what, Tiger Beat? Remember those old
It was him and Sean Cassidy fighting for the front
Sean
cover.
Cassidy,
Yeah.
You Run
Yeah,
Raw,
yeah,
all
yeah.
that shit, yeah.
Tiger Beat, my God.
Yeah. Andy Gibb died in 1988. Yeah.
F's chat.
And Nyler's little off topic here, but my thoughts on Razor Fist. I think he's based, but doesn't seem to want to comment on the EJFNT versus ED stuff. I kind of think that makes him based. He's just doing his thing.
Yeah.
But,
he
but
doesn't
why
need to
did
comment.
Ripoff Verse make him what he made him? You remember the first one that Razor Fist appeared in?
The first.
I think so.
They said that he was, let's say, into anime that Yellow Flash would like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was Razor Fist, right? Because they did a perfect Razor Fist impersonation voice on the video. And they were talking to Eric July. Remember, it was an FNT spinoff thing. It was Gary, Razor Fist, and Drunk 3PO who said nothing. And then Eric comes into the fourth panel and they're trying to say, "Oh, Eric, Derek, you're so wonderful, blah, blah, blah. I've got a comic book too." And Razor Fist's rant was, and over his shoulder was a picture of like a lolly and
right.
all this stuff. And I had never heard anything negative about Razor Fist before that. So I don't know how true any of, I don't know what people think about him, whether it's true or not. I don't know, but
I don't know about it either. Now the rumors I've heard is that he does seem to like younger people. Jim, is that a thing that you've heard out there?
I have no clue.
But I don't care because I don't know anything about it. So if I don't have any proof or he's not been convicted of anything, it's all just hearsay on the internet, right?
He's got a good gimmick going, I think, and he's got good music videos about like Judas Priest and metal bands, and he's got good
he's not an algorithm chaser. He plays video games half the time on his streams.
His wife's on too.
He talks about Abraham Lincoln. Like that. Did you see his Abraham Lincoln take?
I know.
Did you see the take that Abraham Lincoln was black?
Yes.
Yes. All of that. All the different characters in history who were either a minority race or they were gay or whatever. Yeah.
He was the first gay black president.
I would
Everyone
rather
thought Obama
believe
was
that
the
he
first
was
gay black president, but no.
I would rather believe that he was a vampire slayer, from the movie.
Well, he was a slay queen.
Yeah, I look, man. I bought both the Razor Fist books. I like Razor Fist. I have no problem with the man whatsoever.
He's just like because you're a fan of the Razorbacks and you saw Razor and thought it was something to do with Arkansas and jumped all over it.
Jim is on fire. Yeah.
No, because I loved his video about Lincoln, dude. He was so right. He broke more fucking rules as the president than any other president in history did to fight that fucking war.
Suspending all rights and all of that. Oh yeah, that stuff's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
John Wilkes Booth was a patriot.
He fucking was a patriot for. No, it's not.
I don't know.
Whatever. It's not a hot take. It's actually it's a logical take.
He was a tyrant. Lincoln was a tyrant.
Yeah, he was not. Hitler wasn't as bad as him, dude. That's how fucking. Because he put other Americans on other Americans just to kill them. For what? For no reason. Because he could. And he broke every rule to make it happen. He's a piece of shit.
The only thing I know about Lincoln is the joke where he went out drinking and then woke up the next morning and said, "I freed the who?"
Lincoln's plan was to send them all back.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was Lincoln's plan. People just ignore that. That was his plan. Send them back.
Well, I mean, and he didn't. The whole Emancipation Proclamation thing was just like almost like a footnote kind of thing. He got there when other people, it was almost like today. Something got popular on Twitter. He said, "Yeah, I'm for that too." It was like
viral.
that.
Yes.
Yeah. He only freed the slaves in the Confederacy. He didn't free the slaves in the North.
Nope. They were slaves for what, 6 months longer, Jim?
Well, longer until the ratification of the 13th Amendment. The last
Right.
state to free slaves was New Jersey.
EVS had slaves.
Hey,
Oh my god.
Hey Dave. I think I found the video that Low Watermark was talking about. With Ripoffverse and
Sure.
Razor Fist.
Sweet.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
put
we
Yeah,
can
it's
play
in
it.
the private chat. Yeah.
Send it
Well-
to the Wayback Machine here. You know.
Yeah.
I've heard that lore too. That Lincoln
Like
slept
all
with Mitch.
slaves.
You know what? Maybe he did. That would make sense.
That makes way too much sense.
I just want to listen to Massachusetts at this point.
We're not on Rumble, dude.
Yeah, you got to do that Rumble stream one of these days, Dave, so we can just listen to
Well,
everything.
You know what I should do? I should put the Rumble link in right now. Everybody go to Rumble, but not everybody likes going on Rumble. It sucks.
Yeah, but if you say that it's not going to be on YouTube, it's going to be
That's
on.
right.
Tim and I did a show
It'll
on
be their
Rumble.
loss. It'll be
Nobody
their
watched.
loss, and we're gonna play music.
They're
all
not
night
real
long, guys.
fans.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to hear Low Watermark's top 10 that you were talking about. I bet you it's good.
Oh God,
Now, before we get too into it, it's a minute, hour, and 5 in. Can we get our
Solar Flare report?
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's his 40th birthday.
Yeah, Katie, how are you?
Hey, Katie.
I like Rumble. I like the fact that Rumble doesn't ever fucking
Good
block
morning,
my
folks.
videos,
We're moving on
ever.
from Helene to the big storm in the Pacific. We've got to look at sunspots,
You never
exoplanet
mentioned the
science,
gaping
and one of
annihilator,
the biggest
right?
nova discoveries of the last
being a
few
tyrant,
years.
yes.
But we're starting, as always, with the last 24 hours on our star. Solar flaring is low. Eruptive activity is low, both at the sunspots and the plasma filaments. No significant coronal holes at the moment. Don't forget the next Rager cycle uptick is expected in about 3 to 6 weeks. Until then, we will continue monitoring these eruption threats. Let's take a closer look at the sunspots here. There are several active regions, but none are tremendously well developed. Size is moderate, even with some moderate magnetic complexity, but their lack of large umbra and the moderate other characteristics has left them very quiet here now. While cleanup is ongoing in the United States from Helene, Krathon is spinning and developing near the Philippines. While landfall is not expected with the storm, it's going to be in this region quite a while, moving very slowly. We'll shift up near Taiwan as we shift into October here early next week. Let's go next into space and find a white dwarf that has astronomers saying they're looking into the future. Their planet, what Earth could be in several billion years if our sun goes into the red giant and then white dwarf phases. They're not sure the Earth would survive that when the sun does it, but this planet survived it. It currently sits at about 2 AU from its host star, unlikely to harbor any habitable conditions due to first the radiation event of the red giant, and then the distance from the white dwarf, leaving it cold now, but they say it was likely closer and more temperate in the distant past. Lastly, on the article front, the missing link in the nova chart. Millinova are a thing. The name is just like millimeters versus meters, millinova versus nova, about 1,000 times smaller than most of the nova they see in the cosmos. One they spotted here had an energy release equivalent to about an X9000 super flare. Folks, it's amazing watching how fast nova science is changing. They're discovering many different types of supernova and nova. We began discussing micronova events in 2018, but they weren't officially declared by mainstream astronomy until 2022. We had suggested that a mini-nova event was likely in the gap between micronova and nova, and now they found them. Millinova. Yes, the range of nova events in the universe goes from the very powerful and energetic supernova down to tiny events that might not be any bigger than super flares. Nova science changes again for about the 40th time in the last decade. Folks, don't forget, I will be out at Observer Ranch tomorrow, Sunday. Later in October, they're throwing a birthday party for me. Links are below the video. We would love for you to come see us in person. ObserverRanch.com. We greatly appreciate your support. We'll do this all again tomorrow, right here, but right now at 6 a.m. in the new Valley of the Sun. Eyes open, no fear. Be safe, everyone.
You know, Jim, I was wondering, like, is there just a way to end the stream on YouTube and continue?
Yes,
it?
there is.
There is?
You click on the top right, you know, where it shows the things where it's at. If you look at the top right where you got your YouTube and then Rumble and stuff, you click on that, come down, and it say remove.
On StreamYards?
Yeah, StreamYard, and they'll just remove the YouTube stream. But there's a video here though that's interesting. It's JDA talking shit about
Ethan.
So I don't know if we want to watch it.
As always.
Yeah, some good detracting. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
just, you know,
Detracting.
maybe.
So
Had enough VGs.
Yeah, on the top right, you see it says edit, and then you got it should be like YouTube, Rumble, YouTube, whatever order you put it. If you click on that, just click remove, it'll just take that stream off.
Oh.
All right, let's see. I'm not going to do it now.
Space age technology.
Okay, we'll figure it out because we're going to do it. We're going to play
Look at this.
fucking
We're
music.
gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Look,
Gonna do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Gonna
Let's
do
do
it.
that. But look at this list,
Get
though.
it. Get it.
Start fucking finding
Here,
the music to play, boys. Because start pulling it up. Because we'll go deep cuts. Remember Tom T. Hall? Remember that guy?
Ooh,
Country singer?
I don't know that one.
Ooh, well, you'll
You
learn.
know Johnny Rebel? You ever hear any Johnny Rebel stuff? That's good.
Is this a video, Jim?
Yeah, I was gonna play.
It's been a crazy year watching the meltdowns of Ethan Van Sciver and your boy Zach. Of course, your boy Zach turned away all the customers that were formerly following him because he just wants to attack people who want to fight the culture war now, since he never actually wanted to. He wanted to work for Marvel and DC. And Ethan Van Sciver, who, of course, co-opted Comicsgate early on and made it his own.
He co-opted it?
Well, he didn't start it. He kind of ended up being the biggest. You know, when you have a personality as big as Ethan's and you enter into a space and the people who were there before you weren't doing it as big as it could be, and you're the guy who can make people really listen, I don't blame him for that. I mean, I think he brought it to the next level.
Isn't JDA a failed science fiction writer who was kicked out of all those groups because he sucked?
I don't know.
I think so. Pretty sure. Like Larry Correa kicked him out. Told him, get the fuck out of here. We don't want you around. He's like one of those big in the big science fiction stuff. So he's like the he's kind of like what's his face? Patrick Tomlinson.
Who was that talking, by the way? When the video was playing, who was that talking? Is that Student of God?
No, that's JDA. Who might be Student of God for all we know.
All right, so I'm trying to relate who was
If
talking
that's his
to
real
this.
name.
Yeah, because Student of God just appeared out of nowhere a year ago.
I'm like,
Oh,
like,
yeah, the
I'm like,
NPC I am. Yeah.
I'm like, I heard that Student of God is like one of like Eric July's like bandmates or something.
Well, could be.
Or an employee.
But I love this list, though. I mean, I'm looking at this, and it's stupid because Ethan's already gone over all of this, you know.
But he's never canceled anybody.
No, he can't cancel anybody because that's not, you know. But this is ridiculous. But I'm very sad that they have a dead person's name in the middle of the list. You know, F's in the chat for poor Kelsey Shannon. I mean, he died a few days ago.
And then they've got the Brightwisers, but didn't the Brightwisers cancel themselves by fucking everybody over? Anyone?
The bright
awkward pause.
I don't know.
Awkward pause.
Well, they were like doing like Ripascend before Ripascend existed, and they fucked over the people that were using them and put the books into Walmart before they delivered them to the people who paid in the crowdfund.
Yeah, it was one of the shows did that. Somebody was talking about it and said, yeah, they delivered to the commercial space, the retail space before they gave it to the people. Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember who it was, but
I mean, I don't know, but it, I'm a noob. I don't know anything.
Right.
Yeah, that's Jim. Yeah, Jim is brand new.
Sort of personal army for a while. Now has gone to the point where he's canceled so many creators that it's clearly not about any sort of independent comics movement. It's never about comics at all. It's in fact just about his own little narcissism as he goes out and spends his entire day, almost every day, attacking Eric July for what? Producing comics. Now, he went very, very hard on me the last
Producing shitty comics. Producing shitty comics. Shitty.
He's
Shitty walk.
Yes, he's
But
producing
here-
letters
but
on
here-
panels with weird, fucking ugly colors. That's what he's doing, and bad drawings. I wouldn't call it.
But isn't it like getting kind of old at this point? We're like every single day.
Dude, that's how Republicans lose the war.
Andrew, you're
Eric
right.
July said many times before that he was never part of Comicsgate. So how
Right.
can Ethan July cancel him from Comicsgate when he said he's not part of Comicsgate?
Also, if this is why Republicans lose, because they fucking forgive too easy.
Yellow Flash left Comicsgate on his own.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
All
decided and decided.
Let's see. Gary was
Well,
never part of Comicsgate. Az was never
Right.
part of Comicsgate.
Nope.
Well, Dave,
JDA can suck a dick. Let's
Well,
see.
He does, yeah.
well, Dave,
Doug Tenaple canceled himself and left Comicsgate and told everybody to fuck off after he took their money and used
Kelsey
it.
Shannon died,
Let's see,
so that's,
Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns is a fucking mainstream comic fucking dude. He's not in Comicsgate.
Go ahead,
but-
Andrew.
but Dave, I would also respond that we don't win by constantly whining and bitching about stuff. Instead
He's
of
not
just
whining and
actually-
bitching. He's not whining and bitching. He's monetizing his haters, just like they do to him.
I'm on Team Andrew on this one. I agree.
If Jeff Johns wanted to be in Comicsgate and anybody told them, said anything negative about it, they would be retarded.
I just think I just think that Ethan is wasting his time, constantly bitching about Eric July, rather than I don't know, like working on his Cyberfrog book or his Rainbow.
Oh no, I don't believe that. I'm sorry. And Julio
He
maybe
hasn't-
believes that
he
too.
actually
But
hasn't been streaming that much.
I do, but we've expressed our opinions on.
yeah,
I mean,
we
agree.
have. But people who say he's not going to get it done any faster, I believe him when he says he worked 8 hours today drawing. For
Right.
him, that means half a page. Okay, so yeah, it's going to take him forever to get a book out, but he's not going to get it out any faster. He's not going to work 17 hours a day just drawing. So yeah, make money on YouTube.
And to your point,
Matter of
low
fact,
watermark, I'm not one of the people waiting on the comic, so I really don't.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Exactly. I buy the stuff on his eBay store and it comes 3 days later. I'm
Exactly. It's
still
unbelievable.
waiting to
I
get
mean,
something
hey,
that costs $500, but I only paid $12. I've never gotten something really cool for nothing. I would love for those guys to screw up one of my shipments and send me
Mhm.
something like incredibly rare. I want to be the guy that goes on his stream and says, Ethan, I just got this $1,000 thing and I only bought this $12 book. Oh, thank you.
Wait a minute. Now
It'd be great.
you're not a touchy subject here, low watermark.
It'd be great. Yeah.
You're getting on a touchy subject that it's not the fact that like he paid that much and ain't getting what he paid for. So there is.
I know you're
something
waiting for all kinds of stuff still, aren't you, Dave?
Not me. Oh no. The guy.
Oh, Jim.
Yes.
He's.
I just
I,
wanna
you
get
know what? I
something
will
for
say.
nothing.
It seems that he needs to. He
needs
needs to
better
either
staff.
focus more on his warehouse work.
Yeah.
Shipping.
Shipping
Wait.
stuff.
Can he hire Brandon away from?
No, he just needs to. Like
He
it was
needs to
much
be there.
better when
He needs
Andrea
to
was
be there.
actually answering emails and making sure stuff was taken care of. So if
Yeah.
she can't do it, he needs to get somebody. He needs to hire somebody to actually answer the emails and go say, "Hey, there's a
Yeah,
problem."
he can't have one of his kids. He needs basically what
They're
he needs
not
is a
responding
producer.
to fucking
he needs some-
emails
yeah,
at all.
He needs somebody that actually knows the business and will do the business.
It just needs somebody to answer emails. Go, oh, there was a problem.
Yeah.
A major problem. Not a little problem. A major problem.
Yeah, his
And-
kids and whoever else they've got doing that's there can't be half the stuff on his streams might be fake, but half of it's real. People getting the wrong stuff, not getting their stuff. People saying, "But I ordered this thing." Yeah, they all went out 3 weeks ago. I haven't gotten mine yet. Oh well. Write an email to somebody.
Yeah.
But nobody's reading the
contact,
emails anymore.
That's okay. Like,
It's actually a great grift for him. Is you want your email answered, you have to send him a super chat.
but I wouldn't believe it.
It's fun.
Like, at the end of the day, though, he does correct it, but it's just like frustrating that you got to deal with it, especially when some people have spent a very good amount of money on products, and it's like there's some kind of issue.
Yeah.
Jim,
Four out
we're
of 10
doing a stream with Student of God at one point. I could swear I remember you.
I don't know who it was.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah, this
Sorry,
whole
Homer.
thing.
I mean,
with-
Ethan should just hire me to answer emails.
Yeah. If you can do that the way you do talking 12 chats at the same time, hell.
That's a good point.
Hell to the yeah. All right,
Huh?
let's get back to you could definitely
Last
do
like
that.
6 months trying to cancel me, making sure that his audience, wouldn't buy my books because he's scared. He's scared because our books are really, really good, and we come out with them on a regular basis. We're the actual alternative to Marvel and DC Comics over here, and it gets egg on his face when he can't produce a 48-page, silly, gay, rainbow bright parody book, which is kind of stupid.
Wow, this guy is just a
For
fucking
3+
asshole,
years.
Yeah.
It doesn't look very good. Doesn't look
No,
like
it
you're
looks
focused on
great.
the comics
I
whatsoever.
So how
And he knows
incredible
this.
is
And
this?
so this is
How incredible is this guy's books? Are they so fantastic that forget Ethan? What would Shane think of this guy's books? Because Shane, I trust completely.
Mhm.
John Delarose is just a writer. He doesn't draw anything.
But he approves the shit that's going in the books that he's selling, and
No,
it's not good.
Then
he writes like a 12-year-old girl.
he doesn't count. Then I mean, if you're not an artist, then what the hell are you talking about Ethan for? Jesus Christ, shut up.
God, I hate his voice too, Katie. I can't stand his fucking voice.
Yeah.
He's so smug.
Yes.
I do like all the stuff that your boy Zach has been doing, and I love Ethan's coverage of it because he's going in so heavy on, the party, the party clowns and
Party clown,
zeros. Yeah, that's the stuff we've been saying for a while, and he's getting there
There's
now.
John Delarose books on Amazon.
Are these real books? Then this guy's
These are books. He's an author. He writes books. He's trying to weasel his way into comic books.
All right, so all of his stuff is either $0 on Kindle or an occasional $5 book on Kindle. Look at all of these.
Yeah, it's all women and stuff. He's like a girl boss,
Oh man, look at
because quote unquote sex sells.
Yeah, but he's
Well,
a Christian, and he's always talking about how Christian this and Christian that, and what's
Yeah.
this and that. And,
That old gag.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he's
as
not.
far
He's
as I'm
not
concerned,
cleaning
he
up.
can suck a dick.
Justified. He's got a book called Justified.
Ah,
So you guys review John Delarose Justified book 2 days
No,
a
he has
week?
nothing
Wow.
to do with the Justified.
Scroll down a little. It's right there. It says Justified.
Yeah, I
John
see it.
Delarose is the number one selling Amazon bookseller. Is that what that fucking said?
The cover looks pretty cool.
A number one.
The
Amazon.
leading
number one.
Hispanic voice in what a fucking SJW.
Yeah, he is
What-
a total SJW. He's
Why do you have to
a piece of
tell us
shit.
your race,
Wait.
dude?
Does he have a Latin X somewhere in his profile? Because
Or
if
is-
he does,
Are his comics in Spanish?
he's a popular YouTuber. Hilarious live streams. Dave, you're doing something wrong because hilarious live streams. Come on.
Doesn't he only get lots of audience engagement? Doesn't he only get like 20 to 30 people watching his fucking?
In his free time, he likes role playing.
Role playing what?
Yeah, he role plays as a comic book artist.
Very
Playing
vague.
tennis?
Oh my god, he likes role playing.
Tennis is the thing that cracks me up a little bit. Like, that's kind of okay.
And isn't he like a trust fund kid or some shit, or his dad's got money or something? So
Is he a Nepo baby?
yes,
Trust fund. Asking Roberts.
Steam and
Oh,
Country.
so his stuff is sci-fi off takes then apparently.
Steampunk, sci-fi, whatever.
Yeah, but the sci-fi community told him to get the fuck out of here. You're an asshole.
You got to be pretty
Yeah,
low.
He got
that
thrown
he's
out of all
thrown
their
of that. Yeah.
Facebook groups and stuff. And
Is he like what's that guy? Patrick Parnell?
Patrick Tomlinson.
Or Patrick Tomlinson? Like they
Yeah,
throw him.
him and Patrick Tomlinson are probably best friends.
Furries.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to this cockwad.
is what he's done consistently. It's not just me. You can see the list from Student of God. He's got a whole host of people.
Student of
And a lot of
God,
these, their
no,
only crime
John.
was actually producing comics on a regular
Oh, by the
basis
way, this
and
Joe
actually
Ball
doing
guy,
the work. And
I
so we're going to
supported
get
his
into
book
exactly.
years ago because the fuck Nick Ricada told me to. I think it's at least 2 years now, Jim. I haven't got an update from Joe Ball in over a year and a half. That guy can go fuck himself too. He's another holy roller.
I love how this is all.
He said all these people on the list. He said their only crime was producing comic books on a regular basis. So let's go down the list and see who's produced comic books on a regular basis. Not JDA.
No.
Eric July, I guess, did. Yellow Flash hasn't produced a comic book yet. Mr. Biggins has never produced a comic book. PTB has produced what some might call a comic book. Gary Neurotic, no comic books.
No.
Ads, no comic books. Antonio Bryce, did his
Don't
book
know him.
actually come out, or did he start crowdfunding a second one before
That's
the
what
first one
happened.
even came out?
Yeah, his first one didn't come out, but he already started crowdfunding the second. So fucking A.
The entire cast of FNT, I don't think any of them, well, maybe Shad produced a comic or something.
Yeah.
George Alex Stone Toss, I think he did a comic, pretty sure, one, maybe two. Right? And he was the one, didn't he do the George Alex Opus?
The entire cast of FNT. What the
No,
fuck
none
are
of
you
them.
talking
None
about?
of them did comic books.
Let's see.
Gary
The
and
Bright
Ryan?
Wisers, we talked about them. My kind of comments. Doug Tenaple, everybody knows about Dirtworm Doug. Kelsey Shannon. Now, Kelsey Shannon
R.I.P.
has
R.I.P.
done-
Poor,
he's done a lot of
Kelsey.
comics for other people. He's doing one. I think did the art for that one called Urban Sasquatch.
Well,
right now
and
that's
the
out.
other day,
And,
EVS and Shane said he didn't do his own book, but he does covers and art and so forth. So yeah, he doesn't have his own book apparently.
I think Vaughn Coleman has a book that he just did crowdfunding for. Jeff Johns does books all the fucking time for actually major publishers.
Yeah, sure.
Joe Ball, Dave's still waiting on his Joe Ball stuff. Big Man Comics. I don't know how he canceled fucking Gabe El Taibbi.
That only just started. That only just started. Yeah.
Lunga, whatever.
Is
I
Lunga,
don't know. Lunga did the weird book.
Exactly what's happening here. And then his response, where he's proud of the fact that he canceled people and then tries to gaslight his fans about it afterwards. It's a very, very bizarre look.
You're a very,
but
very
this is exactly
lying
what these
piece of
guys
shit,
have been doing
dude.
for the last
Oh my God.
few months. It's really
So how many
sad watching
views
it all
does this guy
collapse
get?
because I liked the
Hold on,
Comicsgate
Jim,
movement
hold on.
initially. I was
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, but so how many views does this guy get? I mean, who's following him and all of this? This is stupid. All right, so what has he got?
He's got almost 6,000 views on this, probably because of what he's doing. So all the Ripitards probably came over and watched it. Oh, yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
Is that 43,000 or 4.3?
4,700.
All right, yeah. It's small.
It's small, very small. But he acts like he's got 100,000 subs. Whatever. He's
There's
terrible.
a Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris can't. It just scrolled up the screen. What's that? Kamala Harris.
Yeah, can't wait for Ethan's vote. These people are
Yeah.
all retards. Retards.
Yes. Retards. And there was Jim posting retards.
I was an early part of it, far before Ethan Van Sciver even showed up. And we just have to define our movements more clearly, make sure that this kind of stuff doesn't happen.
And Robert
in the
says
future.
that Longo was never a CG.
Or a move.
Well, wait, how was JDA was part of CG before Ethan ever showed up?
No idea.
But how big was CG before Ethan showed up, and how big is it after Ethan is there? Who's the person that made this bigger? Did Ethan make it bigger, or was it bigger and Ethan made it smaller? I'm thinking Ethan probably made it bigger.
And now that I don't think that Ethan's going after Critical. I think he's just listening to your boy Zach go after Drinker.
Yeah, Ethan isn't
says
talking
he
about
doesn't
Critical
watch-
Drinker.
He says he doesn't watch Critical Drinker's videos. He said he watched the Barbie video when he thought it was terrible, and he doesn't watch anything else.
Everybody thought that Critical Drinker's Barbie take was stupid. I mean, that's silly.
I don't think that Ethan's personally going after him. I think he's just like laughing at the fact that Zach is, which is funny.
Well, I like the fact that Zach is in the place where we were, Dave, several months ago at the beginning of the Detractor Sphere stuff.
Yep.
And he came there now. Zach is the guy, according to Ethan, that started all of this,
Mhm.
and was really doing this. And then the Zeros came in and kind of capitalized on it, but now he's going after them. I agree. Think about the fact that he comes out and all he says is, critical drinker, why are you taking so long? Are you looking at where the wind is blowing before you come out with your stuff? And they all go crazy on him. And that's the thing that they do.
I mean,
think of all the times that
compelled to respond to that. Like,
well, exactly. I mean, and he doesn't. He sends other people to do it, and there they are.
Yeah, but
I
then-
agree completely that they couldn't handle it because all they did was say, you guys, it looks like you're getting your opinions together ahead of time and you're agreeing and you're doing, and that's what they do. They talked about, bread tubers coming after them. Think about the people we know, Dave, Bob and Dane and others who go after these people and they're trying to get them canceled and all of that. And we know what they're doing and why they're doing it. Those guys don't pay attention to them. But somebody like he comes out and says, it looks like you're waiting to see where the wind is blowing before you, and they all descend on him. Every one of them.
Because it's, why? Because
it attacks their business model. They're
well,
going
not
to
only that, your boy Zach actually gave Critical Drinker a paycheck. Remember that? Critical Drinker wrote that fucking First Blood prequel book for Zach, which I bought, which is terrible. it's so bad, but I own
Isn't Critical Drinker's movie late?
It's free, dude. Who the fuck cares? It's a free
It's
movie.
late,
He's gonna release it on YouTube.
I still don't understand. He raised about $350,000. Was that the money to pay for that stupid short trailer? And that's
for the
all
whole
he got out of it?
But apparently, it's for the whole movie.
Well, but there's no movie because it hasn't happened yet. Wait. Oh, wait. You mean it hasn't been delivered yet? Hang on. We got to add his name to this list. He hasn't delivered his book yet or his movie. Come on.
Hold on. Something ain't right.
Somebody said something. Somebody said something a few days ago. Like, Critical Drinker hasn't released a novel in like 6 years or something like that.
No, I don't think that's right because I bought his last one because I was on the tail end of following those guys, and I bought.
I bought it too.
Yeah, that last one. That was only it was within the time frame we've been watching him, so 2 years at most.
2 years. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was a bad take, right? Because
I tried to read it, Dave. I bought it. I got it on Kindle. I tried to read it. I got 3 pages in. I put it aside. Did it again. 3 pages in. I couldn't get there.
Right.
It was not good.
But their point was he's not releasing as many books anymore because he's afraid of the criticism he'll get. But Will Jordan fans are not Critical Drinker fans necessarily because he was doing that stuff way before he was doing YouTube. So, if he's got a fan base in that sphere, I don't know why that would change much, as far as.
I mean, and you can do that. I mean, you can there are all kinds of people who are authors that aren't popular online. So,
yeah. And maybe, he might have another idea and have to start over with a different fucking name, right? If he's that scared of YouTube criticism,
Have
again,
you guys seen what's going on in Walmart lately?
No.
I mean, I have.
yeah, when I think of Walmart, what's
going down in Walmart.
Oh God, no!
Wow.
That'd be funny, huh?
Come on.
look at these assholes standing there.
Where's that at?
That's in,
I don't know, but it looks like it says RAPE here. Trade Center. I don't know.
Yeah, it does look like that.
what the hell?
RAP section of Walmart.
It's probably paper section. I've never seen a sign like that at Walmart.
Well, this everyday low price. That's Walmart.
I think it says Propel.
Take it to the front, Joe. I gotta get this footage.
I gotta get this footage. Look at this.
People are so fucking dumb, dude. We hired these red bags. You're the fake product.
Standing around watching the fire.
That's right. And as the roof is caving in, these are the people who are just.
I got my phone out.
Why haven't the sprinklers turned on yet? What the fuck? A lot of smoke.
You know, it's not really healthy to breathe that shit in either, you bunch of retards.
No, Jesus Christ.
But ain't it?
So, like, has there been any confirmation on how that fire got started in the first place?
Probably an illegal Haitian cooking a cat.
Yeah.
They're
Try
eating
to
the
roast a
cats.
cat
They're eating
before
the
you eat it.
dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
Come on, people.
To the rescue.
Yeah. It's burning in the toilet paper aisle. Jesus Christ.
Crazy day.
Country's turned to a fucking zoo.
Someone
There's
must
no
have.
need to go to the zoo anymore. You can just watch the animals on YouTube.
Definitely arson. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody started that fire. It's not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
toilet paper just burst into flames.
Yes.
That was probably a distraction so that they could steal a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
You know, what good stuff to get out
Clever
of
girl. Clever girl.
I don't know.
Well, welcome to Black Pill Saturday night, everybody.
So, yeah, this list is.
Why did Julio make that suddenly racist? Oh my God.
Who, me? Oh, well, that's
just
The
I
zoo-
paused
the
like
zoo
4
comment.
seconds before I said it, Julio. Just give you separation.
Alt white pilled. Is that better?
Yeah, why the hell didn't the sprinklers go off? If you're Ocean, you're watching this, you're going, what the hell? Why didn't the sprinklers go
It's
off? That was-
very high ceilings, and sprinklers only go off when the heat gets high enough, and
Oh, the
only for
heat.
that one head. And yeah, so-
Okay. All right.
which is terrible because you would like to actually be saved, and not have 65-foot ceilings, so you burn to death. So
Right.
Tim Roberts is speaking truth. Like, if you see a fire, get the fuck out.
Get the
yeah, and they're all just watching.
They're amazing. These people.
With their
No, they're not amazing.
with
They're
their
the
camera
problem.
phones open.
Yes, they're the problem.
Yeah,
Dave.
yeah.
You're right.
They're the problem.
Everybody has
they
to have
are.
the camera out. Yeah.
That's why we're not living on Mars.
That's why we can't have nice
Ben
things.
Togel. Ben Togel. Yes.
right.
Unfortunately, Kelsey Shannon died. I'm not lying. Ethan said Kelsey Shannon died. So
Him and Shane
that?
Gibson were
he
talking
might
about it.
have.
Yeah.
He might have. He might not have.
He might
Who's
come back
that?
in 6 months.
He might. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's hear what this idiot has
Sure.
to say.
And our independent comic movement over here is about a few things. One, we are opposing the mainstream industry, its degeneracy, and its ideological propaganda that it's pushing.
You
It is
sound
a
just like
left-wing
Eric July.
evil agenda, and we will always oppose it. Number two, we are an overtly Christian nationalist movement because if you don't have Christ, you don't have real values. We want to produce comic books that have
Wait, Eric July is not a Christian nationalist. The Saska sisters are Satanists.
Mm.
Do you guys believe that they haven't appeared because, as called out, Hail Satan for that woman's T-shirt? And
I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, it. And Ethan put something out that was talking about, the old thing, where there's a lawsuit coming because Az is sexually harassing them, blah 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 blah, and they're not appearing anymore because Eric is afraid of a lawsuit. Or...
I think they're busy working on Bloodruth.
Yeah, and we're better for it.
Both in their room right now, drawing.
Yeah.
He's a Christian. Didn't he try to get Liam swatted and stuff and do all that? Yeah. And so I don't know.
have real heroism, that have real values to it, and we want to espouse those values, of course, for the greater kingdom of God. Number three, we actually are hard workers. We love the medium. We produce the work. We get them done in a timely manner, and we do
As a
everything we
Christian
can
myself,
to
I
improve
roll
ourselves
my
every
eyes
single
every time
time
he does
to
that.
provide the best experience possible for our customers, and of course, for our friends and fans. We appreciate all of you. And that's it. That's our movement now. So I hope you'll join us on board here. Like I said, we're going to be explicit about it because this guy's been so cagey, so wormy about things. that he won't be explicit about things because it changes
pardon
weekly.
me.
of what comics-
Julio, come on. That's a false statement. Has he been cagey? He's pretty fucking direct on live streams when he's talking.
This
about
kid's
it.
awful judgmental for being a
Yeah.
Christian. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, but whatever.
It's a movement. It's a movement. It's a
Yeah.
bowel movement, but it's a movement. Yeah.
We're all Puritans now.
personally, like I'm just tired of like movements. It's like it's like everybody just do your. Like everybody just stay in your lane and do your own thing. Just stay in your lane. Like every time he mentions, about being, about being Christian, like I just roll my eyes.
Well, I don't
Everybody
like
reminds me of 13-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Which upsets me.
I don't like it when people come out and have to say they're Christian. And
Oh, God. I
that bothers me. But as a Christian, oh, come on. You can be a Christian all you want. That's fine. But don't start proclaiming it all over the place.
Oh, like if you have to show it off, that's where I roll my eyes.
Hold
What's
up.
up, bitches?
How you doing?
Cynic,
Sid?
I gotta check on your heart. How was that game, Cynic? You make it.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
What
It
game?
looks so good, and then it looks so bad. She
we
got out.
almost got our asses whipped.
Yep.
If
Sorry.
it wasn't for Georgia's quarterback absolutely sucking balls.
What a retarded pass that was, the interception. Why the fuck?
Well, because he thought
that?
that's a freshman over there, and he thought, well, I'll throw it to the weak side on the defense, and he doesn't realize our freshmen that we have are the best players outside of Milrow.
Well, I was worried about you during the game.
All right,
Bro.
enough of this football talk. I'm going to get back to what you guys
Go back
said.
to real shit like comic people fighting with each other.
No, I'm going to get back to what you guys said about
No, that's
announcing
sports
being
ball.
Shut the hell up about announcing being a Christian. It's like Eric announcing he's had $1 million books.
Yeah. Over
You don't
and
need to
over
do
again.
that. Just sell your book.
Or that he's an anarcho-capitalist.
But he doesn't do that. He starts his video. I have the creator of ISOM, a $3.7 million. I've created several $1 million comic books.
So wait, y'all don't believe
Where's it
JDA
now?
was beating the Christ into his wife? I thought he was just being filled with the Holy Spirit and passing it along to her.
Okay.
Yeah. Wife beating comic stuff is really, really wonderful.
It's a big seller, isn't it? You know?
Wow.
Yeah,
Katie
how about that?
gifting 5 memberships. Thank you,
Hey,
Katie.
Katie.
Thank you, Katie.
Nice of you. Please thank Katie. If I can see who got it, I can see who got one in my chat, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to see it.
I hear a choo-choo train.
Ooh, Ben Togel did the
Yeah, that's
same.
me.
Ben Togel. What?
Yeah. Mr. Ben Togel.
Look at that.
Matt Barr got one.
What? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Thank you, Ben Togel. That's very nice of you. And let's see here. I got a $5 super chat from a man called Plush. We didn't start the fire. It was already burning. Got 4 days off. I'll have a casual review of Blood Honey soon.
We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn.
Oh yeah. And for all of this generosity, I want to thank you all for this. Thank you, chat. That's very nice of you, Ben. A man
That is
called
so
Plush.
cool. That is so
Nice.
cool when detractors are in the chat and they get a gifted membership. That's
Oh
amazing.
yeah. I'm gonna I just screenshotted that and I'm gonna
Yeah,
send
yeah,
it to
yeah.
Matt and tell him tell him we say thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate him being a fan.
I don't know how they pick. I don't know. I think it's just a random.
It's random.
Yeah.
I've been looking forever to
And
try
there's
to
130 people in here right now. So
yeah, and
like,
you can't gift a particular person one. I was on some stream and I just kept giving and giving, and this one guy just never got one. So
It's like throwing dollars at a strip club.
And
Basically.
you don't have to be in the chat either. It's any subscriber.
Well,
Right.
you could have left because
Yeah.
Dave had left some stream like 30 minutes before, and I gifted membership somewhere, and then suddenly Dave got one, and he'd been out of the chat
He was
forever.
there at the bunk.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I paid over $800 watching FSU this evening. I'm so triggered. Ooh.
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
I thought my day was bad.
I thought mine was gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Chris keeps buying these expensive watches and so forth. So, Chris, it comes and it goes. I did watch you guys last night, by the way, Dave. So I was listening after everybody left. Julio finally left too, and you and Chris Bacon were on for the last 45
finally.
minutes or so. Yeah,
Yeah.
finally. Good.
Chris Bacon gonna buy one
I
of
keep
those
waiting
Trump
for
watches?
Julio to leave, but anyways. But you and Chris Bacon had a great talk last night. So yeah, I watched that.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I fell asleep during that.
Yeah.
That's because you're a twat waffle, like Pat says.
You know what, bro? Me and you one day fist fight by the flag.
Well, I hope you're like really tall because Dave is like 6'4" and a monster. So hey,
I can
there you
still carry. It's no big deal.
I can carry two. I got my license.
Comics Gate's about, and all it's about now is just hating me and Eric July and Yellow Flash. It's really weird.
Hating me.
Nobody
Hating
hates
me.
JJ. Nobody thinks
What
of
a fucking
JJ.
pussy. Oh, you fucking fag.
Yeah, it's all about him. That's right. Comic Gate, it's all about
You
him.
want it to be about hating you, motherfucker? We can make it about hating JDA.
JDA follows me. It's the weirdest thing.
Dave's so old, I worry he might fall in a fight. God damn you. Ben.
Dave, you can't break a hip. Come on.
Yeah, it's scary days
I'm here
for people your
representing
age.
for you, Dave. Don't break a hip, okay?
I know who this guy is. I'm going to challenge him
To
one
what?
day. Well, just in a
A
private.
Metamucil drinking contest?
No, to a Dan Blackroyd. He's so cool though. He probably doesn't even work out. I'd be like, dude, why don't you go get on your treadmill? I'll get on mine and let's see who lasts longer. And I'm 56.
Why don't we do bench press for bench press?
Hey, 5 more gifted memberships, guys. Thanks.
I'll
chat.
show up, man, and chat just brings the money.
Oh
Thanks.
my God, remove this guy. Holy shit, he never shuts up.
If you guys are out there and you can give 5 gifted memberships to Dave's channel, do it. We
It's
need the most gifted memberships ever. Come on, people, give gifted memberships to Dave's channel.
I super chatted last night on Julio. I'm
Low-
tapped out.
low watermark. Thank you, man.
Everybody's
Well,
dunking on.
you got 105 people. If everybody gives 5 gifted memberships, we'll get everybody green. Come on, everybody out there. Come
Green.
on.
Like I was very disappointed on JJ's channel the other day when you gave him that $25 because I went in there to give him some memberships. Like, oh JJ, you gotta have
He doesn't
memberships.
have memberships. Yeah, I was looking for that. Yeah.
And I put it in his chat and he goes, oh, that's a good idea, Dave. Yeah, you gotta have memberships, man.
Remember
People-
Tauntauns?
Dave, did you have to turn on gifted memberships in your?
Yeah,
I think you do. Yeah, it's a setting.
Turn it on, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, and here's 5 more to get on the dry erase board again. You got it last Sunday, K. You know it. That's $20 between the 5 memberships and
Like the Aaron Imholt channel all of a sudden.
Come on, people. We got PayPal, Streamlabs, we got
Let's knock out that goal, guys.
Venmo, and Zelle.
We got
Give us a little tip,
$197
Power
we gotta
Chat,
make. Come
Super
on.
Chat, Rumble Rants.
I even
We gotta
take
make
out
our
loose,
nut. We gotta make
loose
it. Come
singles.
on.
If you want to
We
mail
got
me
5
loose
minutes
singles.
left. Come on, man. You can do it. Power through it. Come on. Let's get a rally going.
I watched one stream of him, and the moment he said, "Let's get a rally to meet the goal," and I'll go another hour, I just noped out. I was like, "Nah, man."
Yeah, that's awful.
And
yeah.
Pastor Flash gave 20 last night. It was great. It was after midnight. So I was like, it's the same date as right now because, it's 9:28. So very cool. Thanks, last Sunday, K. Very nice.
Very nice.
Katie and Ben and Low Watermark are only $5 away from getting on the board as well. So no pressure.
Dude, look at him trying to squeeze. Trying to squeeze. That's a salesman right there, brother. I see you.
Dave's
James
winning.
Early, I think that Smiller is on the list. We just can't see the whole
Yeah, but
list.
Smiller's not canceled. It's a bunch of bullshit. Brian Criscow didn't
Is
get
a
canceled either.
fucking
It's all a bunch
twat
of
waffle.
bullshit.
Yeah.
This guy's a fucking weirdo anyway.
Vito made him look like a fucking retard on that stream with fucking Mr. Boogerhead.
Yeah.
Mr. Burke. Yeah. Yes. Hit the like button like JDA hit his spouse.
Smash it.
Extorting whiteboard privilege. Oh my God, whiteboard privilege.
Weird. Really, really weird.
I'll
feel
go get a
bad for
blackboard if you want me to and write in white chalk. I can do that.
at the end of the day, but not that bad because we're making waves over here. So please hit the like and subscribe button and join us and join our community, guys. This is my Hidden Emperor pre-order. I just delivered this out digitally to all the Kickstarter backers and already had people telling me that it's some of their favorite comics of all time. This is a spy thriller in space. I love writing spy thrillers in space. And it is part of a property.
If anyone
the
backs
Terran
this,
Imperium
I will
Chronicles,
kill
which
you.
is going to be a Star
That
Wars.
cleavage looks real.
There's
real
nobody else out there
Christian
really building
nationalist,
a
doesn't it?
full universe in independent comics of different space adventures. We're doing that. We've got Space Marines coming down the
Look at
pipeline.
total amount
We've
of
got
money
some
he's
Gundam.
raised. This is why they're so jealous.
Yeah.
This is why they're all jealous. Because they can't get Ethan to talk about them anymore. Like Liam mended bridges, right? And made another $30,000 on one night just going on Ethan's stream.
And then cried like a little girl the next day, which was hilarious.
Oh, it was great.
Even
though.
like the vote. Even like the vote.
I mean, so this is why they're all jealous. They all want that Ethan bump. And I agree with Ethan. Dude, I spent so many hours with these assholes. I bumped their books, and then 2 months later, I'm the piece of shit. Fuck these guys. I don't need to support these people anymore. They're
Well, you're an
assholes.
NPC, so
No, not me. I'm
That's the
talking about
worst.
Ethan. Ethan doesn't need to support him. He's right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he doesn't need to support these assholes. No. Because they're all turncoats. They think they're on this algorithm trip, low watermark. So they're just on that thing of mainstream bad. Yeah, we get it, but it's not all bad. It's not all. I will say one thing though: that fucking Crow movie that just came out is a piece of shit. Terrible movie. I mean, it's terrible.
Yeah,
it looked terrible from the word go.
Oh,
but-
it's so bad. Ethan's baby bump is highly collectible. You're damn right.
And it's not bad because
Type
it's
of book,
woke. It's bad because it's just bad.
It's a bad movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't woke.
in the works as
It's bad.
well. I'm gonna have some space pirates in here also. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'd love for
He's
you to
got
get in
bud
on this now.
pirates.
So grab
Yeah,
this
got it.
as I'm going to print. We're going to print in the next couple of
Okay,
weeks, and then we're going to
okay,
close this
pause.
off.
Wait a minute. Another $25 book.
That looks like trash. Oh my god. That is bait and switch compared to the promo that he has at the top of his.
Yeah. But that's what I was
I mean,
going
what
to
is
say.
that chick's ass like? Fucking huge, man.
I
She's
bet you that.
Mexican. She's
Look at this.
Mexican.
I mean, look at the
She's
size
over
of this
30 and
coming up
Mexican.
over here. This big.
Yeah, but I bet
thigh
her ass
fat-
looks like it got shot with a 12 gauge full of pennies.
Why is one's paperback?
One's
A
hardcover, but still
hardcover, yeah.
$25 extra for a hardcover. Three
Oh,
backers love it.
Three backers love it.
Yeah.
Three whole backers love it.
I haven't seen it, but people
It
in
looks good.
on my show said the Beetlejuice 2 is really good. I should probably take my wife to go see it tomorrow.
Well,
someone
that they brought the
told me
original-
that it was good and that saw it, so I might go see it.
My most favorite joke from like the original movie.
The original. I don't want to hear about the new.
Yeah,
one.
I did not see. Yeah, I did not see Beetlejuice 2 yet. But I remember this one joke from the original movie that was completely improvised by Michael Keaton. You bunch of losers! Kicks a tree and the tree goes down. Nice fucking model. Honk, honk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was improvised. Because the tree was not meant to go down.
There's a
and when
Trump
he-
movie out.
Yeah.
Vindicating Trump.
Yeah.
What the fuck? But Trump
Yeah,
and
as
in theaters at the same time. That's pretty cool.
I'm getting the files ready, getting things up to date, and of course, going to get my proof copy in the next week or so. Here is the Hidden Emperor. Grab it in its multiple formats. We got a paperback hardcover. Of course, we've got a leather-bound edition as well that combines with the other book, Overmind.
Wow, $150. Wow, leather bound.
Okay,
Oh my God.
that anatomy, the two, like the
Are
two
they
left
supposed to be
ones.
the same person?
Yeah.
It's not the same person.
It's not the same person.
What from
Bait and
from
switch,
the
bud.
150 to the 25 next? That is not the same
That is not the same person
at all. It's almost
Unless
like
she
an
got
Iceland
pregnant.
character. You
Unless
know
she got
how the
pregnant
Iceland
in
characters
the-
all look
Maybe she
different?
got pregnant by a space alien. I mean, that's the whole thing.
Or maybe it's a Ripiverse artist that they can't keep the
Yeah.
fucking Yaira the same ever. Every
They
page
can't keep
is better.
anybody the same, Dave. Like they don't have a character model that they all go off of. Like they don't have shit that they go, this is what he's supposed to look like. In some pictures, Isom has a mustache, and in other ones he doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Different artists doing different books.
But there's still supposed to be a character model, right? That there's supposed to be a roadmap to the character. Like these are the things you do to draw him. Now draw him in your style. Superman doesn't have an afro from book to book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's racist.
So, though he did have a mullet, during the 90s.
Oh, I think I figured out what the problem is with his character.
Whoa, transvestite, back off. Whoa, transvestite, back off.
Here's what I think about JDA.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
Obi,
JD, go
and
ahead.
sometime, or I think you might have mistyped it there, makeup. Come time, I have a small rabbit hole to share with that Crow remake.
Oh.
Are you saying sometime you want to come on? That'd be great. If you ever want to come on the show, that's fine with me. Just DM me on Twitter. Yeah, no, I don't think there's a lot of pop culture impact with movies at all anymore.
I agree.
And I think it's a big part of that is they get them out of theaters so fucking fast.
I think the last time something had a pop culture impact, it was probably Barbie and Oppenheimer riding on Barbie's
Yeah.
coat.
Yeah. And if it wasn't, if Oppenheimer wouldn't have came out at the same time,
Barbie wouldn't have done.
Barbie would have had the same cultural impact because it was like the meme, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's a
Barbenheimer.
trade-off, right? When you go on a date, right, it's normally you pick the movie this time, I pick the movie next time. So there was two movies for different genders, right, out at the same time. So the boyfriend would say, all right, I'll go see Barbie with you if you go see Oppenheimer with me.
What's a gender?
Well, it's the things we used to use back in the 50s, right? And it would
Ginger and
determine
gay,
No. Oh, because gender was never a thing. Sex was what you were, male or female. There's
No, sex is
Sex
what you
is
were
what I
looking
like.
for, Dave. Sex
No.
is what you were looking
I enjoy
for.
sex. I don't pay attention to gender.
They didn't call us genders back when I was a kid.
Gender is
Yeah,
grammar.
but they didn't even speak like normal. They grunted at each other back when you were a kid.
Gender is a fucking SJW fucking plot. Fuck over the sexualization of people. I'm telling you, man, you're a male or a female, and that's your sexual orientation, right? Male or female. Not a gender, because there's no fucking such thing. It's bullshit.
It hasn't changed. It's a fad, like a hula hoop.
Yeah. She's got thick from a space alien. I read it.
The art looks shit though. It looks computer generated. Like
Bucks, man, find out how good that leather bound art is. Like the Shad book. Go buy that piece of shit.
God.
I wouldn't buy shit from Shad.
Like I've seen I've seen like a piece of like the interior and like the futuristic buildings like are not drawn very well. Like it's very clear that the person like does not know how to draw buildings.
Yeah.
Bayudings.
Bayilding.
Yeah.
Such a hard word.
I think her boobs should be bigger, but that's
Wording is hard.
Much bigger, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they should be massive. They're,
Right.
they're space tits.
If you're gonna match that fat ass, you gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta balance out. I agree,
So,
JJ.
and this is
Yeah.
this is the whole thing with JDA pricing this shit so high. This is why he has a $51,000 campaign. What if he made it $15 or $10 for this book? Because
Probably be worth half of that.
but he might have sold $75,000 worth because more people would be willing to take the chance.
Yeah, that's my argument
Quit
for the $15
talking
and
Eric
$20
July's
book.
house, Jim. God damn it! What are you doing?
Nah, this is the middle class house that Kamala Harris grew up in.
Perfectly middle class.
Middle class.
Perfectly
yeah.
middle class with
Perfectly
two
middle
fireplaces,
On the front side, sure, yeah.
or maybe 4 fireplaces because there's probably
Exactly.
one.
Well, you
Well,
know
that
those
fireplace
Indian
on the
Americans,
left
you
is
know.
a faux fireplace. The one on the right's only one working. Look at the stacks.
Well, you got the trees, so you can't really tell.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
you
see at the top.
No, I see 2 here. There might be 2 there too.
You
No,
can't, yeah,
tell.
You
It's
can't
the
tell.
angle.
Really tell. Yeah.
You know.
I'm a real estate agent, boys. I'm telling you, that left one's fake.
All right, whatever.
Is Chad's a Mormon?
No, it's not.
Are Mormons
Of
Christians?
course.
No, they worship aliens.
Yeah, they worship a guy that found some.
You win this time, Zulu.
They have a magic record player, right?
They,
think-
yeah.
Chad's legit.
Well, yeah, I'll
No, I
give that to
think he's
Shad.
religious, but I don't think he's a Christian.
I don't
They're
consider Mormons
Christians.
Christian, bro.
Mormons are Christians.
They can't
No.
be, are they? They don't
No.
believe.
No.
They believe in John Smith. He's not Christ.
No, they believe that Jesus came to the New World after he was crucified or something, and then did some stuff here and
Yeah.
buried some magic plates.
Yeah, yeah,
And
they
they
are.
also-
They are Christians.
They
so, yeah.
Are they Christians?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No,
They-
no,
they also-
no,
they
they're
also-
not.
Yes,
not
they
saying-
are. You may not like them, but they
Oh,
are.
They
Okay, so they
also
break one of the
they also
biggest
believe in the
rules.
mark of Cain.
And
Well, I believe in the mark of Cain. You want me to tell you what it is?
Yes, please.
Of course. This is why people tune in, Jim.
All right, hot news.
Can we see your face when you're saying this?
Nope. I can't
Blow
tell you
up,
what it
and
is.
blow it up.
I can't tell you what it is.
All right.
Really?
But Boyd Crowder told you in episode 1 of Justified.
I have not seen it, so maybe for
The
those
mark
who
of
haven't.
Cain? What episode? I'll go back and watch it.
Episode 1, the pilot.
Oh fuck, that was a long time ago. All right, let's go.
Where are we going?
Play this fucking
in
gay
the
ass
series.
video.
This is going to take a little longer to come out with because they are hand bound and the
Wait, no, wait. He said his books.
No late.
He said they work hard. They're gonna take longer. So how's it gonna take longer? Oh,
leather
Oh,
books
because
are
he's gonna
beautiful,
miss
guys,
his
but,
date.
it is worth it, and I'm excited. I can't wait to get one of these myself. I also have all my other books on here. If you wanted to check out anything, if anything spoke to you, I'm definitely happy to have you as a customer. Thank you so much for the support that's in the description below. We closed the campaign out at 51,000. This is our biggest campaign yet. And I
Because
expect
you
the best
suck.
is yet to come on this level too, as we have a lot of cool stuff dropping
Come on,
very,
what
very
level?
soon. Okay. The list of people canceled here. Vox Day, the first one. And again,
so
Vox-
well, wait. I want to now. What's worse, Mormons or Jehovah's Witnesses?
Jehovah's Witnesses.
They're
Jehovah
equal.
Witnesses, of course.
They're equal. They're
No.
equal.
No.
Yes.
Well, because Jehovah's Witnesses aren't usually as friendly as Mormons.
Yeah, but they're annoying.
No, they're annoying as hell. But I'm saying they're not like friendly, like nice, like
Jehovah-
hey, oh, how you
Do
doing?
Jehovah's
You know?
Witnesses have multiple wives?
No.
Then they're
No,
worse.
they
They're not
believe you
worse.
get your own planet.
Oh, do you guys want
Yeah.
to hear
Yeah.
hear a really you guys want to hear a really funny story?
The owls
Um,
are
Kevin
better be fucking
Castrano is
funny.
onto something there.
And
Melanin.
Don't get Dave going. Don't get Dave going. Come on, people.
I actually got like Jehovah's Witnesses, like knock on my door, and they were like 16 or 17-year-old girls. I was like, this is weird.
That's funny.
really?
Yeah,
Well, no, it's odd they're sending 16-year. Well, whatever.
it's
It
weird.
makes sense.
Dude, they send fucking 17-year-old boys around all day too. I mean,
Mhm.
they're trying to get as many people as they can. I mean, it's whatever. But
What
they don't
about
have-
Scientologists?
Oh, that's not
Well, they're
fucking
just like-
Christianity, dude.
That's
They're not even a
real.
religion.
It's not even a religion. It's a sci-fi writer. For
Yes.
Christ's sake. Jesus
It's a
Christ.
goddamn cult.
Yep.
The world's greatest salesman ever
Yes.
in the history of the world. Though.
Who, low watermark? I can't think of the name. Who was the guy that did?
L. Ron Hubbard.
Yes.
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 And
And
didn't he
I've
get
been
somebody?
watching videos like for his grandson or whoever, and
Oh
they're
my
trying
God.
to cancel him and all that because he calls out. the
L.
whole
Ron
thing.
Hubbard's like JDA. They're both science fiction writers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, he was a
Yeah,
like he was a struggling science fiction author before he came up with this wackadoo religion. Like
I thought he was like mildly successful. He just done like what do they call them? Like the
but he
Penny
wasn't like,
Dreadful type ones, like the.
but he wasn't super popular, is what I'm saying.
No. Yeah, but he did publish like hundreds of them though, from what I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
I worked at a bookstore, and Dianetics flew off the fucking shelves. Everybody
Well,
was buying that shit.
And they had commercials back in,
Oh.
you know, in the TV
Oh,
days.
God, yeah.
Dianetics was on the TV all the time for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron Hubbard.
The L for L. Ron Hubbard stands for Latino Ron Hubbard.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's the
That's
number one
Latinx.
Latino.
Damn it. That's Latinx.
The number one Latino independent comic creator.
Shit. All right. So you're gonna tell us about every character on this list? Okay.
Vox Day was never
Fox was creating
canceled.
Arkhaven Comics.
You know, and Vox Day was on the stream, right, with JDA, and Ethan came on to talk to Vox Day and everything because they get along, and then
Yeah.
JDA threw him off like a fucking fag.
And Vox Day was saying, "But I want to talk to Ethan. I want to be represented by you." Oh my God.
He's like,
Yeah.
"What are you doing, man?" You're just, he goes, what was that? Like that was that was really bad for business. Like
That
he's
was
like,
amazing. It was
"Fuck
amazing
that
that
guy."
Vox Day split from him and said, "Damn it, guy! I was just trying to make a connection here. What did you do?"
I'll be right back, fellas.
That was amazing.
Comics
though.
was
That
his was his
fantastic.
crime, and because of that, and if you can actually go on Arkhaven Comics and you can read a bunch of free comics like webtoons, right? And you could see it right here. There's tons of stuff, and Hyperga Mouse is one he's got as a campaign right now on Kickstarter. There's all sorts of genres. This is like the old newspaper strips with like Garfield, but different things. And Chuck Dixon puts up a bunch of comics on here. Ethan couldn't have that because if people discovered this, he knows that the grift's up. He knew that he couldn't do this when there's an actual competitor that's doing things. So he got canceled back in 2018. He said he was too right wing. They did the same to me. He said I was too right wing. Said I couldn't, we didn't want that in our movement because it made the SJWs right about the racist, sexist bigots. And they got mad at me about.
Wait, he's saying Vox Day got canceled by Ethan in 2018. The fuck is he talking about?
And just a couple weeks ago, Fox Day is saying, "I want to work with Ethan." Jesus Christ, this guy's an idiot.
So Ethan canceled Vox Day because Vox Day today, Ethan is a time traveler. He went back to 2018 to cancel Vox Day because today Vox Day is putting free stuff online, and Ethan can't handle that because you can't have free comics because it'll destroy Ethan's grift business. As this fuckface is trying to sell $150 books.
As Ethan tells people to go take Eric July's money.
Yeah.
You understand how stupid this is. He bitches about EJ all the time on live streams, but when artists ask him, "Should I go work for Eric?" He's like, "Sure, go get paid."
Yeah, take his
So
money.
it's pretty clear JDA is just a retard who's spending all his daddy's money.
Yeah.
Because
Oh my God.
he can't be a successful writer and be this stupid. Maybe daddy's buying his books.
That really, really sad. But it's really because I was coming out with comics regularly. Still am. I mean, it's I'm out here with 12 graphic novels, multiple single issues. I've got a Subscribestar and Patreon where I'm putting out 4 pages of comic a month just from the subscribers there. That's exclusive on top of all this stuff. We're a real comic business over here. Eric July, it's the exact same thing. PTP actually came out with a bunch of comics. They're really good. He doesn't want that scene.
PTP's comics are good. Holy fuck.
He skipped over Yellow Flash and Mr. Bacons real conveniently.
Yeah.
Right? Like he just skipped right over.
Oh,
them.
because neither one of them have put out a book yet.
Well, then call the list bullshit. Be honest.
Why are they on the list?
Yeah.
Tim Lemon, Iconic Comics, much the same way. You can see the pattern. It's the lash out.
Oh, he went all the way down to Iconic Comics. He skipped over all these people.
Yeah.
Every single time. And so this list is pretty long. This is a lot of people who got canceled. And he actually did a stream doing cope about it. And he, of course, it's because they're all pieces of shit and I hate them all. Like every single one of them. It was like, okay, maybe, you should self-reflect at some point. And the fact that you had to cancel all these people and you're collapsing your movement in real time. Your campaigns are selling less.
Another
you're losing
fucking
subscribers.
lie. He didn't
You
call
need to
them
get
all
your
pieces
behavior,
of
bro.
shit.
Maybe it's time to stop that kind of thing. But it's been months of this, of course. And what happened at some point was Ethan actually went out and then was called out on it. And he was put. This is so tacky. A kill count for the people that.
It's a fucking joke, you retard. You have a fucking room temperature IQ, you fucking idiot.
The funniness in JDA's brain is Zeto. He has no funny bone. That's just a joke, dude. Like,
no, I am officially canceling JDA. Anyone who buys anything from JDA, I will find you and I will do great damage to your life.
And Mike.
Oh well, like I noticed on the list that Tim Lin is on that list, and I'm like, that's the Common America creator. Like,
if you buy a book from JDA, I will find out where you work and I will tell your employer you support a wife beater.
But like
I will cancel you for not canceling JDA. This is going to be Cancel Fest 2024.
Clip it, Katie. Hey, if that's all it takes to cancel JDA, everybody in harmony. JDA is a piece of shit. That's all it takes to cancel him. Boop Rancher says it. So, hey, JDA, you're a piece of shit. Please, panel, join in. You're a piece of shit. Let's get him canceled. Oh, my God.
But yeah, like as I was saying, that like on that list was Tim Lim, who's the Common America creator, and I'm thinking like I'm like he was never Comicsgate, was he? I thought he was just him doing his own thing. Like he started out, making like Walmart parodies, and then created Common America and just started doing his own thing. Like I didn't know he was part of Comicsgate.
Hey guys, I just got back. What did I miss?
Oh,
we were talking about the Bee Gees.
Oh, cool. The Bee Gees. I like the Bee Gees.
Good. Old stuff.
I miss anything interesting?
No.
There's a kill count out there for canceled people.
Oh, they should. That's not funny.
That's
Shouldn't
bad
do
stuff,
that.
right?
That's bad stuff.
Shouldn't do that.
Fuck that. Listen, I'll say it with the camera on. Fuck you, JDA. Suck a dick.
And hold the other one in your hand.
Yeah.
Okay? You fag.
You shouldn't beat your wife, JDA, allegedly. Well, no, you shouldn't beat your wife.
You shouldn't beat your wife. But if
Shouldn't
you
beat your wife.
personally beat your wife, allegedly, you shouldn't do that either.
Shouldn't do
it. People being fired and being canceled are two different things. Well, yeah. But if you get fired because your political beliefs are wrong, that's being canceled.
Anyone
right?
who buys JDA's books deserves to be fired.
They need to be Minecrafted.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone who supports the guy who's clearly he's talking about Christian nationalism, dude.
Yes.
Fuck off.
Since you guys can't see it, I should tell you, I'm rolling my eyes every time he says that.
JDA is looking for P. Diddy leak party videos. JDA wants to know how deep is your love. No homo.
Somber with callback.
Samba. It's another Bee Gees song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh shit.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
The AI
I got it.
broke.
Hold on. I got it.
Yeah.
No, Ethan. Who's Ethan gonna fire? He can't fire indie comic book creators. That's not a thing.
And I'll say right now, Reenie's on the list. Ethan would love to have Reenie come
He
back
likes
from
Reenie.
Comicsgate.
Yeah.
Reenie's a fucking fantastic artist.
Yeah.
What I miss?
The Bee Gees.
The Bee Gees. We're talking about the Bee Gees.
Okay.
Bee Gees.
So I was thinking about it, and we should probably just cancel JDA.
That's what I say. We're going to cancel JDA.
All you got to say
JDA's done. Anyone who buys from JDA
is
we're going to find you.
Yes.
Anybody who buys from JDA, I'm gonna find you and
Find
give you a wedgie and call you a nerd, a fucking
Nerd.
We're going to tell your employers that you support JDA, the Christian nationalist white
Nationalists.
supremacist.
I'm not
He's
even gonna
admitting it.
tell
That's
him.
who he is.
I'm not even gonna tell.
We're
him
gonna
you
tell
support a Christian
CNN and
nationalist.
We're going to tell CNN and MSNBC, and we're going to tell the fucking Media Matters. Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell him to support JDA and show him his profile picture and watch him laugh you out of the building.
JDA's career isn't staying alive.
Someone in the chat.
Staying alive.
Oh my god. JDA is the weirdest thing I heard Dave say that he has.
That
no-
was just an example. That was just an example, Elemental. I was just off the cuff. It's part of the joke. There's a lot of reasons people get canceled. I agree.
Well, I don't want anyone to starve, but there are a lot of people who should eat less.
Like
it has
me.
nothing to do with what they say. It's just they're fat.
Yeah, you're looking out for their health.
Yeah.
As I eat pizza. So good.
Oh, dude, I was gonna order a pizza, but I didn't want to be eating ice cream.
I was
It's so good.
closed at 9:30. It was 9:26, and I looked at the app. I was like, "Fuck!"
Fuck.
It's so
Yes,
good.
I know.
Fuck it,
I
Scott.
still-
Jesus.
These streams are too late. We can't get the food that Jim can get.
Yeah.
You're
just
not
gotta order it
underwater,
earlier.
are you?
I
You're not
still
underwater,
have,
Jim, are
like-
you?
Slammer Brandon, all you got to say is JDA's a piece of shit, and he's canceled. Just say those words to yourself, and he's canceled.
And just don't
Bippity
follow his
boppity
book.
boo. JDA's canceled. Woo woo.
I'm gonna take my credit card. I'm gonna buy like 10,000 books and then cancel them.
Yeah.
Well, that's like that thing we used to get. 12 albums for a penny.
Oh yeah.
You know, actually,
the
I mean,
CD thing.
Yeah.
Columbia Record House.
Before CDs, it was
Yes.
cassette tapes or albums. Yes.
Yeah. Record.
Yeah, my parents
man,
wouldn't let
I-
me order cassettes.
Okay, Dave.
I'm not gonna say it,
Well,
but
that's your parent.
like,
You just did it.
I was too little to like figure it out at that time.
Oh yeah,
when I
that
had
was
my
going out of
Walkman.
business by the time you were old enough to do it.
Yeah. What were you saying, Jim? I rudely interrupted you, pal.
I mean, JDA sells all these books on Amazon. How does a canceled person sell all these books on Amazon?
Yeah.
A best-selling Amazon.
But Christian nationalist best-selling author,
Canceled author?
canceled author sells on Amazon. That's weird.
A Hispanic sci-fi writer.
Amazon. Amazon.
Who's ever
Amazon.
heard of a Hispanic sci-fi author? Jesus.
Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos. Does this mean that you?
I didn't know
support-
Jeff Bezos supported Christian nationalism, but I guess he does.
Yeah.
It's funny how he supports a guy like EJ who hires some weird girls and shit to run his lore, but he hates Ethan because Ethan has an actual Christian belief system. He does.
Weird, right? It's like
Yeah,
fucking
really
bizarre
weird.
world.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
backwards. Maybe
Well,
it's not legit.
Or
He's
maybe,
backing
you know, and
the
it's
wrong
weird
war.
too, because I'm sure he's mad about veto going on with Ethan, even though we pulled up the super chats and stuff, and the biggest problem of JDA cheering for veto.
The Ripitards hate him just as much as everybody else does. They probably hate him more because of that whole Geeks and Gamers kerfuffle he had.
Yeah, you're right, Captain Bippo. We should just tell Ethan it's time to cancel JDA.
Cancel him.
Yeah,
say
cancel his
kerfuffle?
contract.
Cancel.
Do I want to go get a lemon bar now?
Kerfuffle.
Jesus.
Y'all enjoying me stomping on Milky Matt today? Did you stomp on Milky Matt today?
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah,
I didn't
Jay
see it.
Bama was giving
I
him the
didn't see
works.
Matt Barr.
Really? Pull him up.
Pull up.
Pull it
Pull
up.
up. Pull up.
Yeah, we got to air out.
Air 'em out.
I'm also
Yeah, he
trying
was
to
giving him a little bit of
share
business.
a screen that low watermark was talking about like way earlier. About ripoff verse.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, I
that
know it.
involved
Down
like
here,
that involved like Razor Fist.
Fucking
God,
trans.
we were there
queer.
like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
Pull the screen up, Dave.
Yeah, that's true.
Pull it up.
Pull it up.
Oh, I was looking for.
Oh, hold on.
subscribers as Eric and make a ton of money. You see what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, I know what you're saying. Look, the guy is thicker than a slice of fucking whale pie. All you got to do is just make out that he's the. Okay, he's here.
Okay, nobody mentioned money. Okay, we can totally do this.
Hey, y'all, what's up? What it is? What it is?
Hey,
Eric, what's?
Oh, what?
There's an echo.
Yeah,
Oh,
somebody's listening to this and it's coming through. So everybody mute.
You know what? Hold on. There we go. Okay. Let me try.
What's up, man?
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Still
Yeah,
echoing.
man, love the
Still echoing?
Yeah.
Because like I'm using headphones and like I.
No, it's good now.
sure
It's
that-
good. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
the Yira thing.
Y'all excited about Yaira?
No.
Right? Yeah. Yaira.
But I've not finished it yet.
Oh, I know. I meant it looks like it's going to be good or something.
Yeah, Kanan had to redraw it because the artwork was bullshit. I know y'all love ISO. What was your favorite part?
Oh shit. My favorite part? Well, I have so many favorite parts, so many. Lots of parts.
Yeah, great work, really. There's things in it. Lots of things.
Really great book with so many great parts to it.
I love it when Isom hits the person in the thing.
Yeah,
and...
part. That's the one. That's my favorite. Yeah,
It is echoing like
that he just
crazy,
said.
Andrew.
Gary?
Right, yeah.
People, just hit mute while it's playing, people. Somebody's echoing. Just hit mute.
Yeah, everybody.
Hit play, Jim.
Eric, I was thinking today that you're probably the best comic book creator of all time, really. If you think about it, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, your
Okay.
Just mute your. There you go.
business knowledge is so inspiring and so unique to only you. It's like you're the fucking superhero of business. Oh, God.
And obviously, I'll never reach your Jesus level of storytelling skill, of course, but I've written a book too. I have a book ready to go.
And me, I've also written a book that's ready to go. I've got a book.
Well, I'm happy I can inspire y'all. I do try to teach and educate people with my natural talents.
Damn shit. Okay, so.
And he's a fucking college graduate.
Yes, yeah, I don't know who's doing that, but that and the lolicon above that, yeah.
Like I said, I have a book that's ready to go, and with someone.
Well, that's true. Like his girlfriend that he had on his streams was like 17.
I like the Hot Topic bag next to him.
Yeah.
Ripoff verse is pretty fucking funny.
One like you
lot
is
of
a shining
detail.
fucking beacon of revolution and inspiration. I'm positive.
Look at his t-shirt.
Nay, I'm goddamn convinced people are going to see your influence and want to buy it.
Holy crap, well done.
Yeah. Well, go be great. Go be great.
Eric, my book was inspired by your genius and greatness, and it would do really well for everyone involved if it made a big chunk of money, regardless of it was good or trash. You know, you get that?
Yeah, of course. That's why I'm moving differently, y'all. I'm changing the game.
Right? So if there was a way of using an existing model to harvest money from the same audience, then everyone can win,
Look at
right?
his t-shirt.
Yeah, we will
people.
win. We will win. Buy ISOM, y'all.
You've got to be fucking
Oh my
kidding
God,
me.
this is unreal.
Listen, you stupid fucking low IQ bastard. Gary, me, and Wank3PO have all seen that it's possible to milk
3PO.
the same shared audience of dumb fucking subscribers of cash by evangelizing about a bullshit non-existent culture war, and how if you buy this bullshit merch, you're somehow a hero winning a war.
See, that's where I disagree with
Together with our
Rip
zero
Off First, though.
literary talent.
There is a culture war going on.
It is, but these guys ain't fighting it.
No, they're not fighting it, but Rip Off First doesn't believe that there's even a culture war going on. That's the one thing I disagree with him on.
Well,
No, I don't know that he doesn't believe there's a culture war. He just says these guys aren't
I've
fighting
seen
it.
him go off on Twitter about it. I've seen him like explode on people about it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten into a couple tips on my old account with him about it, but you know, he also lives in Eastern Europe or something now. So, and he's in the Hollywood scene. So,
Or he used to be, yeah. But
yeah,
I think there's been culture wars since culture's been created.
I agree. But
Yeah.
this one we're in now is
It's-
too
it's-
polarizing.
It's not. It's only polarizing because social media makes it that way.
Yeah, I agree.
If it wasn't for social media, it would be the same shit. People bitching about younger people bitching about how they used to like Gunsmoke and they don't like the new Westerns, whatever the fucking shit.
Oh, okay. Like our Star Trek argument. I get it. Makes
Exactly.
sense.
It's
Yeah.
but it's just highlighted.
You're
because
obviously wrong, and I'm clearly correct. I get it. Okay.
you've got these people that you've got these people though that found out a way to make money with it. So it is what it is. And when you think about culture war, I have 4 kids, and they know nothing about this shit, and they don't give a fuck about this shit. And
Yeah, but how old's, if you don't mind me asking, how old's the youngest one that you have?
23 going to be, or 23 going to be 24 in November.
Okay.
So they don't care. They just don't.
There are people at Walmart's lighting shit on fire. Retards are taking pictures of it, and we're worried about comic book creators.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about like that's like low hanging fruit with the culture stuff.
But
my niece, for example, when she was in New York and she was online all day because of COVID, it fucked her up, man.
Yeah.
She went from this nice young girl to having a lot of social issues. I'm not going to get specific because it's personal family stuff. But
so many goddamn murder mystery shows. These young girls, they don't want to go outside anymore because they're afraid they're going to get killed. Everybody's a fucking victim.
I think it's more. I know, like when we were kids, Dave, even Cynic, young people, you only had to be the best at what you do in your neighborhood. Like, I was the best athlete at my apartment complex. Now you have the entire world to compare yourself to.
Yeah.
And
because they're putting themselves out there to be compared,
right?
Like,
it's.
I mean, I grew up lucky though. Like we just didn't have a lot of the people picking on each other for who they were. Like the jocks hung out with skaters and shit like that. Like we did not have that.
I'm pretty sure it was the same where Dave and I went to school. I don't remember ever worrying about what color people were or what.
No, we didn't have any of that either. No. And it's until like I didn't even notice anything about that until probably 2008. I started noticing things getting a little
got
weird.
elected. Yeah, that motherfucking race baiting piece of shit. He's the one.
I wasn't going there, but it was around that same time.
Yeah, he's the guy that brought it all back into everybody's mindset in a position of true power, low water mark.
I know.
Not a congressman from fucking Maine. The president of the United States was race pimping everybody. So
yeah, I was working for AT&T corporate.
If I had a son, he would look like Trayvon Martin.
Yeah.
Well, you
have gold teeth and try to attack a guy walking down the street.
Yeah.
That was a poor innocent Skittle eating kid, Jim.
He was drinking a lean.
But no, I was working for AT&T corporate in their sales
If there was
division.
a party, we all went to the party. I wasn't fucking. There were bullies, but you know what? I didn't know them. They didn't.
We bullied the bullies.
Yeah.
Like if there was a guy bullying somebody smaller in our school, the football team, if we heard about it, we would stop it. No, like you're not going to bully people.
Storm. There were definitely cliques.
Yeah, we had cliques.
But you could definitely go talk to another person in the other clique and
bully
and still have a conversation. Now, I mean, it's so polarizing. But I think Low Watermark was going to say, I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but I think you were going to say, but it's a very small percentage of people that pay attention to this stuff, right? Like
exactly. I mean, it's so silly that people are jumping all over everything when it's a tiny group of people. Come on.
It's it is what it is, but I think it's getting more and more though, Mark. Like I really do.
I know. Because it's all part of the agenda.
They're working from home. They turn on YouTube while they're working.
Well, whose agenda would it be? The banker's agenda?
Well, clearly. I mean, we already figured that out.
Well, I think it's Jim's agenda. I think Jim is deep state. Jim is deep state, rich man,
That's true.
I don't trust Jim. I don't trust Jim, people. Come on.
And Jim we trust.
You were separated into groups at my school, early 2000s and before.
I graduated in 2004, so
dude, I graduated in 86. When I was in high school, there were fucking smoking courts at the high school.
Right on.
You could go to the smoking court and smoke.
We were separated in groups in school. It was called boys and girls and by height.
Yeah, there was.
Well, your schools were completely separated when you went to school, Jim. By
Yeah. Hey, I actually, believe it or not, I did go to school when they started busing.
yeah, I assumed.
Yeah,
And I couldn't figure out why they were busting in. Like, what do you mean they're busting in?
Jim, you remember robbing the school?
We can always count on Jim.
No, dude.
I said they were busting in. I didn't say what the word was used.
I went to this high school in Fairfax, Virginia called Hayfield High School. And right as you're going towards the cafeteria, there was this big center court where like the three main buildings is like the center. That's where the smoking court was. And every time you walk by there was always kids outside smoking. It was fucking crazy. Like, holy shit.
That's where I was in high school.
With the
Smoking
jocks,
in classes.
and everybody smoked there. The jocks, the goths.
Did you guys have to do the rope climb in school?
Yes.
Yeah.
Climb the
No.
rope. That was always
Yeah.
what separated the men from the
boys.
Not men.
Seems like John.
I worry about the people today, Jim, you know, who are trying to climb up that rope, who have parts that don't.
Well,
go with
they're
the
most
rope.
likely what they're doing is rubbing the rope, and they're like, "Oh yeah," or trying to smoke the rope.
I smoked rope once. It
Well,
wasn't
hang
very
on.
good.
The person smoking rope is Jim. My God.
You guys remember the presidential fitness test we had to take?
Yep.
Absolutely.
And that was what it was.
Push-ups,
It was
sit-ups.
100 sit-ups, and how many push-ups was it? And
it was stupid.
I think it was low. I mean, it wasn't because
It
I
wasn't
remember
high. Yeah, 25.
when I
or
first
something.
started working out. I was like, wait.
It was 60 sit-ups in 60 seconds, I think, or whatever
But
the
it
was.
was
like a-
great because they actually made PE like valuable. Now PE is like optional. Like
I remember when they changed it from sit-ups to crunches.
So
because
many
I kept getting
Well,
in
yeah,
trouble
penises
for-
are optional now. They can chop them off.
Well, we used to have assemblies to give out the awards.
Storm, exactly. We called it the fucking that was where all the potheads were in the smoking court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah, I remember that, Julio.
Or the
I got
fucking
class
punk
clown
rock
every
kids
year
or
before.
whatever. Yeah. Kamala fitness test that works the jaw muscles.
oh my God, you people, you're terrible.
Do you guys remember playing Smear the Queer when you were kids?
Yes.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Oh no
For
doubt.
some reason, they were always tackling me. It was weird.
You always had your balls in your hand. So there you go.
That
Oh my
was
God.
the problem.
Oh my
Shit.
has anybody watched like Freedom Tunes?
Yeah, some of them.
Some of them. It's not my favorite thing.
Oh, like the ones where like he's making fun of Kamala Harris is really funny.
Oh yeah.
Tackle basketball.
Yeah, dude,
Okay, okay, Kamala, we're gonna give you softball questions. No, that's too scary. No.
Yeah. And jump rope.
I love dodgeball.
Jump rope for heart.
Dodgeball was.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Okay,
You
I
would
don't-
get people to
I-
pledge,
I-
and then you would.
no.
That wasn't a thing for me.
They called it bombardment in my
Yeah,
school.
but
Yeah,
like,
dodgeball was bombardment. Yeah.
Wow.
okay, so like for each of you, like what were the rules? Because like everybody
mean?
has like
There were no rules. There were
because,
no
like, everybody
rules.
had
There was
different-
no
There's no
rules.
rules in dodgeball.
Oh,
It was just you get hit, you're out. If
If you
somebody
don't
catches
catch
the ball, you're out.
You're out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hit him
that
in the
was
head.
it.
Hit him in the dick. Hit him wherever. They're done.
And it was those. And it was
what
those
if
like
somebody caught your ball? Oh, like were you out?
you were out.
You were out,
you're
and
out.
someone
Yeah,
got to come off the bench.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
cool.
we had those rubber balls, not those like new
Oh.
ones that they have
Oh.
now that are foam.
Oh, we
had
used
those, like-
volleyballs.
Oh no, we used
Oh,
the
no,
red
no.
fucking kickballs, dude.
That's what we
could
used,
get
the
that
red
Yeah.
The red balls, yeah.
Yeah,
We used
classic
volleyballs.
red
They were
ball.
kind of hard when they hit you.
But when I
Yeah.
was in elementary school, kickball
hard
was
after
the
they hit
shit,
me.
man. Remember playing
Oh
kickball?
yeah, I love
Oh, man.
kickball.
Yeah.
I love kickball. Oh, like that should be an
That's
actual
bamboo.
sport. I watched that over baseball.
Catch it, the thrower's out, and you get to bring a dead guy back in. You're goddamn
Yeah.
right. And you hit him anywhere, dude. There was no fucking rules. And you're
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
You could headshot people all day long.
Your PE teacher was like, "Put your hands up, idiot!" Like they're teaching you a lesson. Fucking put your
My
hands
PE
up.
teacher was too busy hitting on the girls and
Keep your hands up like a boxer.
He didn't care.
Oh, like a baseball catcher, right? You put your fucking glove right in front of your face. If it's coming at your face, you don't just get hit. You guys are rattling my brain with all this chatter. Yeah, but it's good chatter, Galaxy.
Galaxy.
Yeah, that's like 2010 rules, Rocky. No headshots. That's so.
Yeah, that's pussy shit.
Plenty of dick shots, but not headshots. Okay.
And the drinking age was 18 until 9. I know I missed it too, Snorum, because
I remember.
I turned 18 in 86 and I was one pissed off motherfucker. But we could drive to DC, I think, still and still drink. I think that's how I got to drink still. And we used to go to Washington, D.C. and watch. There was a thing in the 80s called go-go music. We used to go to the clubs in D.C. and watch live bands play go-go music. That shit was fun.
I think there's still go-go music in DC, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably, but I haven't watched the scene in 30 years. But there's only 43 likes Kevin Pastrana. I mean, the banner's playing. If the banner's not reminding the chat to hit the like button, guys, please hit the like button. Julio,
I just read the banner and liked it. Oh, I was wondering where Julio was. He always laughs at my jokes and it makes me feel funnier.
What happened? I just got cut off.
Good.
Julio
Good
got
to have
cut
friends.
off?
Like button.
I blame
Julio
low
cut
watermark.
what off? Oh my God, Julio! Don't be trans. Don't cut things off. Come on, Julio. Don't cut off.
I should at this point.
What good is it otherwise?
That's right. I've done my duty.
He said duty. He said duty.
Oh, fucking Caddyshack, right? There's
Yeah, duty. That pool scene was amazing.
I totally agree. 16 should be the legal. If you can get your license at 16, you should be able to drink a fucking beer, smoke a cigarette, because you can go die 2 years later for your country at 18. So
in North Dakota, like you could get your license at like 14, because it's all a bunch of like farmland.
It's farm equipment, right? I used to get stuck behind like 13-year-old Amish boys in Pennsylvania driving. I don't know what the fuck. Get stuck behind them. I shouldn't have come back. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was gonna make a getting stuck behind Amish boys joke, but I was trying to find my drink.
Yeah.
Raging Home with Bacon says,
I was going there too,
Tappahannock, Virginia. The black guys that were bullies made it tough to play ball with. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like,
but there wasn't enough of them. You couldn't. Well, never mind.
I don't know what year you grew up, though, dude. Like,
well, we had like a group of 10 in my school. And then when I went to private school, we didn't have any. So I was lucky.
See, Dave, you jumped around school systems, right? I was in the same school district my entire school career, so I knew everybody.
I was in the same
here.
I was in the same school system, and then I went to a private school.
I was
a couple exits up the interstate.
Yeah, you went to Double Wide Academy, right, Cynic? That's what you said last night.
I went to where? Where'd you say?
Double Wide Academy.
Double Wide Academy. Yeah.
I went to the same private school from 4th grade till I graduated high school.
Yeah, so you know everybody.
Yeah.
That's
all.
Yeah. My mom was European, so she never really understood the American thing with alcohol. So if I was going to bring a date home, she would buy wine coolers for us and then drive the
my
date
parents.
home.
My parents did that, especially if we would go to the lake.
No, we can only stay at the house and no in the bedroom stuff. We were like in the the family room watching a movie or something.
Well, we would take our camper, our RV to the lake. And then what they would do is they would set a tent up outside for us.
Okay.
And then they would give me my own cooler, and they'd be like, here's your limit, right? Like X amount of whatever, but that's it. You're cut off after you drink it all. So you pace yourself pretty much.
Right.
My best friend, his parents would just say, well, I don't care. Go downstairs and drink. So we would drink beer, smoke cigarettes, play poker, listen to music. in my
Alabama
buddy-
screwed us as kids though because we couldn't even smoke until we were 19. Everywhere else, every state around me, it was 18.
Isn't it 21 now everywhere?
Yep.
Damn, I want a cigarette.
Cigarettes make you look
I
cool.
know.
You wear a leather jacket. You get an old classic car. You
Break-
5-pack of Marlboro Reds.
Hell
Then
yeah.
you dip during the winter because it's
Get
too
your
cold to go
hair.
outside.
Breaking news: poop exploded on Chinese road, guys.
Oh God!
What a
I
poop
saw
tornado I
this
saw.
before.
Yeah.
Looks like the
That's what I
Walmart.
saw earlier. I
Don't be
saw it,
triggered,
like,
people.
I thought it was India though.
That's China.
Yeah, it's China.
China.
Thank
Oh,
God it's
China.
China because I thought it was here in the United
China.
States.
There's no fucking lanes in fucking India, dude.
Look
That's
at
true.
look at.
Some people say it's the most wonderful poop tornado.
Oh, that had to be the worst.
Oh, that looked like Wendy's chili.
Oh,
Oh man!
oh no!
China's
Can you
asshole.
imagine? What does that smell like?
You
What does that
imagine the
smell like?
yelling. You imagine the chang chang bing, chang bang bang.
Share my screen for a second, Dave.
Okay.
Like,
Jesus.
Thanks,
what caused that?
Simple Green. That was great. Oh my god!
Damn you,
Now, see,
Taco Bell!
but here's the problem with this too. Like in
Taco
America,
Bell.
you could actually get compensated for that. In the communist country, they say "fuck you."
Yeah, wash your own car, bitch.
Tough
Yeah,
shit.
Shit happens.
I'm strangely hungry now.
Yeah.
Oh, like that's like a. Like that also makes like a great dubstep song.
Is that a good Ace Slam? And is that a good MIDI player? Because it sounded good to me. As quality goes, is that a good one? I've never smoked a cigarette ever. Never smoked pot. Never did any
Me neither.
drugs.
Cigarettes are
Fucking
so
nerds.
I miss fucking
Dude, it's just I have an addictive personality, and I knew it at a very young age, so I wasn't going down that fucking road.
I can't wait to be on my deathbed so I can get a fucking Marlboro and just smoke it.
You can do it while you're living, dude, and live your life.
I don't want to. I'm trying to be, I quit. It's hard.
Dragon says, "What I don't like about eating cat is all the blood rush there,
Mm.
and the heat broils my face. Not very comfortable." Fucking oh shit! Thank you, Jin Wong. You have supported the alliance. Say though, I keep wanting to stop by the dispensaries, Jim, and buy some gummies just to try them.
Don't do it.
No.
Do it.
Just say no to drugs.
Do it. Do it. And then
Jim,
let that be a gateway to cocaine.
So I know you're fucking smiling right now when you say that bullshit.
Jim's high all the time.
Be high on life and bourbon.
Just say no to drugs.
Oh fuck!
Right.
I looked up when you said that. It scared me.
Do it.
All right. Wait a minute.
Pills are good.
Are we gonna go play some music videos on Rumble?
I don't know. Already 1 a.m.
All
We
right.
got this thing we can watch about the
11:48.
CIA, psychic spies, and remote viewing.
Well, okay.
Because we're diving into one of the most
Oh,
bizarre,
wait a minute.
fascinating, and
Our
secret.
favorite fucking communist, Eric Hunley. Yes. All right, guys. Just so you know, Eric Hunley's a fucking CIA plant
He
selling
is a government
propaganda
employee.
that everything America did to win wars was not good for America. It was dirty, rotten, evil tricks. So let's hear this fucking communist.
Secretive chapters in intelligence history. The CIA's experiments with psychic spies.
Many people claim, and many others question, the existence of ESP, extrasensory perception.
Imagine this. The CIA.
Wait, didn't DSP get caught jerking off or something?
Yeah, he did. He did one time.
Well, he
live
exists
on
still.
screen.
They didn't
Yeah,
can. I mean, he still exists.
You're right, Jim. He's a real person that jerks off on screen.
So I don't know. Can I believe this? How can you question he exists if he was caught jerking off? He's got to be real.
He has to. A fake person can't jerk off. An AI program cannot do that.
But could an NPC?
No. That's the program was.
No. They've got an addictive personality, so probably not.
Fair enough.
Secretive as ever, wasn't just relying on satellites, spies, or code breakers. No, they were tapping into something even more mysterious: the human mind.
This is Uri Geller.
In the 1970s, a handsome ex-Israeli army paratrooper popularized extrasensory perception, or ESP.
Remote viewing.
Wait, so the bankers came up with it?
The bankers come up with everything, Jim. Come on.
It's always the rabbit hole always leads to a banker.
It's always leads back to the bankers.
Follow the money.
Every time, what you want to do is when you look up these stories, go to Wikipedia, find the people who were involved, and then click early history.
Yeah, early life. That's
You want to scare Jim to
technique
death?
straight
Do
up.
you want to scare Jim to death? Say
No.
D-Bank. D-Bank. D-Bank.
Yeah, I'm sure
You know, people
Jim's
with-
got hard assets. I believe him.
He's got
He's got a yacht. I can argue.
Well,
Jim, we trust around here.
yourself.
Would that affect my trust?
Yes.
No.
Your trust, Jim, your trust is, just
Fully
tighten it a little
banked.
bit more. Your trust is fine. Come on, old man.
Trust.
Trust.
They're gonna trust me up.
Trust.
Out of a sci-fi movie was used by the CIA and other intelligence agencies to see events, people, or places beyond physical reach.
Tonight, we will examine claimed psychic powers and paranormal phenomena that have intrigued mankind for eons and remain the subject of
Is
controversy
that Bill
today.
Bixby?
This isn't just
I
wild
thought that too,
speculation.
Jim. It isn't, but
It
I thought
actually
it too.
happened, and we have the documents to prove it.
Sure you do.
Wait, he has the
Research
documents?
laboratory in Brooklyn. Sliced
You
ping
had the
pong
documents.
balls over a woman's eyes fill her vision with opaque light. All she can hear is the sound of waves crashing against the shore.
You're about to discover
pong balls
how
on
the
her
U.S.
eyes.
government explored the uncharted.
I actually have the Bose headphones that put you to sleep, and there's crashing waves in my head all night. You know what? They fucking work. You put in those fucking Bose sleep
Oh
headphones.
my God, you've got a trigger word from the CIA then.
Dude, I'm telling you, you wake up with these headphones on,
Yeah.
and you sleep so heavy, you're like, holy fuck, where the fuck
Are they
am I at?
are they like full headphones like the ones you got on or pod?
No, they're earbuds.
Okay, I was about to say.
But
'cause I've
Dave's
tried-
trigger word from the CIA is hibbity jibbity.
I'm going to tell you guys, they fucking work. And there's a gazillion tracks that you can play on the app. And
there he goes, promoting it.
dude, if you have a hard time falling asleep and you don't want to drink yourself to sleep, get the Bose headphones.
Well, who doesn't want to drink themselves to sleep? That sounds like a lot of fun.
I'm doing that right now.
That's what I do because if I don't drink, it's hard
that's
for me
what
to
I'm
fall
gonna
asleep.
do.
That's
You're
why
gonna
I'm
make me
drinking
a
this
drink.
Eagle Rare tonight. Eagle Rare 10. It's a nice bottle.
Hey, Dave, I have a bottle.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is
I
it?
got an Elijah Craig, but this time it's straight rye rather than bourbon.
Do you like the rye?
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm sipping, I've been sipping it, Dave,
Yeah, me too.
So somewhere around 4 a.m. today, after Jim is like keeled over and everybody else is giving up, Dave and I'll be here still sipping.
Sipping because I got a whole bottle of chicken cock ready to go.
What do you do? What?
Yeah.
What did he say?
I thought he said something, and I'm not going to repeat it.
I've got a whole,
I just heard something about doing something to cock, and I'm like, okay.
I heard that too, Jim.
I said that for
What
a
did
reason,
he-
Jim, because I wanted your fucking comedy to come back to it.
I'm glad my mic was muted because I was sitting here making all kinds of jokes.
Last son of Kay says it is Bill Bixby. Because I remember Bill Bixby used to do these kind of shows back in the day after the Hulk was over. Yeah. Dude, Leonard Nimoy.
Wow, man,
Bill
that's a
Bixby,
real courtship of Eddie's father.
Another great show.
But I felt so bad for him when his son died and all of that. So
Yeah.
That was terrible.
But then he made Mrs. Doubtfire. Ugh, dude. Quit being a cross-dresser.
Hello.
Oh, I don't take.
Territory.
You talking about the what's that? What are those allergy pills?
Benadryl.
Benadryl. Yeah.
Well,
Fuck.
didn't they do away with all the really good stuff like years ago?
The potent stuff.
Yeah.
No, you can still get heroin.
Yeah, you can still get fentanyl, but they did change the formula for like NyQuil.
Yes,
That
it's
shit
terrible.
It's terrible now. It used to be like 20% alcohol or 30% alcohol. And you did,
Dude, you take a fucking shot and you're out for 8 hours straight. No wonder you can breathe because you don't know you can't breathe.
Yeah.
You wake up and your mouth is cotton mouth. Now it's like, fuck, this shit doesn't make me feel better at all.
no, Dimetap used to fuck you up too.
Oh yeah.
And all those lists you got to go on. You go to the pharmacy and you sign up for these things. You're on all kinds of lists just for nothing.
I'm on all kinds of lists anyway.
I take.
Well, you should be. You know?
Not drinking, so I black out now and then.
I prefer to be the one making the list.
Oh, I like to be the keeper of the list's lore. That way, you know.
You're a Satanist? Oh my God. You and your twin, Dave? You and your twin are Satanists?
Did we lose Julio again?
Oh, Julio's back with 5 gifted memberships. Hey, Julio.
Yeah, he said he wanted to hang out in the chat for a while.
Oh, Julio's great in the chat.
Thank
He
you.
always
Julio.
likes to leave. And
He loves the chat, dude.
Yeah, he does.
He feels like I hate that Julio thinks that he's not his words don't have value because I like his opinion on stuff. Yeah, it's
well,
counter.
sometimes
my
it's nice to
job.
be in the chat. Sometimes it's nice to be in the chat, though,
I
Dave,
get it.
you know?
I get it.
Yeah.
But thank you for the 5 memberships, Julio. We're
Thank
gonna
you,
play.
Julio.
We're gonna play. Again, buddy. That's very nice of you. I appreciate it.
That's crazy. That's Jimperor Palpatine and Frodo BTM.
All I know is there's this guy that found this face swap software and he went crazy for a couple weeks. Do you remember when this guy made comic book reviews like every other day? It's been like a month now. So I'm looking forward to another comic book review by this face swap guy.
Yeah, it'll happen someday.
When you find it book worthy. But
No,
Andrew's
I've got like 3 of them that I'm in the middle of
Andrew's-
doing, and I just kind of got
Andrew's
stalled.
begging for your fucking review to come out, dude.
I have a bunch of stuff recorded. I just haven't edited it together yet. I haven't had the time.
Yeah, you
It
going
takes
through
time
hurricanes?
it takes fucking time to sit there and fucking edit the shit together and make it seem halfway acceptable.
Yeah.
Low Watermark knows about acceptable in my videos. In the early days, they were not acceptable, but they still got made.
But you know, and the thing is, you could do the supercuts, you know, and have everything perfect, or you
Not
could just
me.
talk.
Yeah, I talk.
You could just talk. And I agree that we should just do the talk stuff and not make it perfect, because do you want to really be Gary? Do you want to be, you know, Nerdrotic? Come on.
Do you want to be Eric July?
Can I be Gary without the prison stay where he got reamed out?
No.
Well, if anybody's going to be Gary with the money, but nothing else. Okay.
Gary owned a comic book store in San Francisco and had purple hair.
Yeah, that was amazing, wasn't it? Seeing that with the
Is
hair.
that what you want to be, dude?
That's why he grew a beard. He has zero chin.
Purple
Zero.
Zero.
How much
Look,
meth
I
do
would
you
be
have to
Gary
sell
if I
to
could
have
skip
purple hair?
You hear Julio?
the prisoner.
So this is why Julio left, because Jim said fuck going to Rumble, and now he's over there listening to Massachusetts. He says legit listening to BG's Massachusetts right now. Comfy as fuck.
You know, it's great being here, Dave, with like 100 people, but do you really want to go over to Rumble and like play anything
And
you
kill
want?
your
kind of.
momentum?
I would love it because they could come over to Rumble and maybe sub there.
Yeah.
That'd be
Nah,
fun.
I'm only subbing to you one place.
Maybe you maybe you can pay.
Because my locals channel has one member, and he's on the top.
That's me. I'll make myself a second member. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Maybe you can like have like a Rumble day, you know, where you pick like the one day of the week where, you're.
I know if I do that though, like it's hard to get people to even want to get in the Rumble fucking world because they don't like the interface at all, and I don't blame them.
Yeah, that interface is janky.
Like if you type in BTM reviews and don't type it in right, you can't fucking find it. Like it's like there's no space between the M and the R. So you know on YouTube there's a space, and if you type in BTM right now on YouTube, I'm the first guy that comes up. Not even close. Like there's BTM reviews. Not on fucking Rumble. It's a fucking
okay. I followed you. You can quit crying. Jesus,
not crying, dude. It's I wish more people would enjoy the YouTube interface so that more people would go over there and watch channel. Because I do know why people don't like Rumble either. Because somebody said it earlier in the chat. If I have to see another fucking thumbnail of two people going to war, it's gay. Like it's all political. You know.
How much do you make for replays over on Rumble?
Nothing. Like
nothing. Yeah.
So, but if I watch something on YouTube and it has, you don't put ads on your replays, do you?
On YouTube? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't make any money because they turn yellow. And here's
you still.
But see, here's the thing: you fight it. You do. I want a manual review, and then they say it's approved. But guess what? The 2 or 3 days it takes them to approve it.
It's all gone.
Clicking on
It's all gone.
Yeah. You've already done a new live stream that they want to promote,
right?
Which is now yellow.
Now, if I do a live stream and I have ads on, and we go fucking crazy, we play all this music, all this stuff, and there's ads played, I still get that revenue. But when I hit end and YouTube makes it red or whatever, then I stop making revenue on ads.
Mm-hmm.
But the chat hates the ads, so I don't turn them on because you know what? I'd rather.
They're aggressive.
The
ads are aggressive.
They're aggressive, and they do ruin the flow of the show.
Yeah.
We go to start a video, and then a fucking Kamala Harris video pops up. Fuck this.
Yeah.
So I would rather have people go to my store, maybe buy a T-shirt or a hoodie. Stimulated, hint. Mr.
I'm looking at them right now.
Because
some reason my Apple Pay is acting up. I don't know what it is. I've got to call Apple.
No, I'm just saying I would rather people support that way or super chats. But here's the other thing: like on Rumble, there's no minimum to be monetized. As soon as you start a channel, you're monetized, and they pay you 80% versus 70%.
Right.
But
I don't have control over ads on Rumble.
Yeah,
they're there. You can't turn them off. You can't
turn
them off.
All those right space ads on Rumble. They suck so
terrible.
My Rumble earnings is like 2 cents after one view.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, on Rumble, like we'll do a 5-hour live stream and I make this much money in ad revenue, even though I'm monetized.
Yeah.
And I've got 105 subs over there or whatever. 106 people follow me there. And there's people watching right now. And I'll get maybe 150, 170 views on this video, and I still don't make any ad revenue. So what the fucking point?
Their numbers are all fake.
Yes.
Their numbers are fake. I'm sorry. You know.
I agree. Like me and Jim have talked. Like Jim gets more views than I do on Rumble.
Yeah.
And he's got 20 followers, Jim, on Rumble?
27.
Yeah. And he gets more views than me.
Yeah.
Up 26 now. Somebody unsubbed.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Damn it.
Yes, I did. God damn it.
And I'll do it again.
106. Look out, world. Here I come. I got 106 followers on now. Every day that I have time, low water mark, I think I'm going to make a video. And then I don't. because I don't, because I'm a lazy piece of shit because I stream so
too.
much,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But if I really wanted to grow my YouTube channel, I would make more videos, because every live stream you lose 2 subs. It's Jim sees it on his channel too. You just lose subs.
Yeah, I know.
But if I do videos, oh, you gained fucking 20 subs today. Okay. I guess. I don't think they're real either. I just don't.
But then, Dave, you would be chasing the algorithm.
I never have.
You know, and you would be like Ryan or Gary or Az, and none of us want to do that.
Nope.
So
I would rather hang out with the chat, have a good time, talk about fucking high school dodgeball and fucking Bee Gees music. That's more fun to me. Yeah. So.
And you may have started a joke, you know, and if you did start that joke, it would be on Rumble. But here we are on YouTube.
Exactly.
But I did not start a joke.
Nope. Not at all. Dave, if you don't get any more followers on your channel, y'all are cool. I'm not leaving you, and real chat numbers are good. I agree. I'm really not interested in having 1,500 people in here, and I can't read the chats, dude.
Yeah, that's annoying. Like Ethan's chat.
You can't keep up. And
but it's amazing that he does, that he pulls chats out real time.
Yeah, but it's people that he knows their name.
Yeah. Or can your
sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
That's a jam.
Can your mods highlight chats for you as a
No.
Okay.
Panelists can. So like if I'm in the chat, or if I've had the chat pulled up right now, I can start a chat for you, and it would put it on you know.
No, I don't think so.
On stage. Yeah.
I don't think so.
All right.
Go ahead and click a message simulated and see if it pops up on my screen. Now,
oh, you have to do it on the app. Okay, I'm on the web browser. I know for a fact you can do it on the app though, and it puts it on stage right up under, right beside my picture.
Oh, the
StreamYard app. Yeah, I'm on the actual web page right now because I've been signing in because of doing the stream with Katie Wednesdays 8:30 Central.
Wednesdays 8:30 Central.
Well, you might be able to do it if Katie has you added on her.
No. We just done this 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. She literally just gave me the keys 2 days ago, and this was before that. So it has to be on the app. I mean, I don't want to log out and do all that because my headphones been acting stupid.
Hey, Stimulator, do you know what Snorum 11 RU means?
Snorum 11
RU. It means you're all morons.
Are you a moron? Yeah.
You all are morons.
Yeah. I see that now.
I love it.
Jesus Christ.
I love it, man. Like, it's the best. Last Sunday, okay, I drink every night after work, and then I'm gonna detox when I go see my kid next week.
I only drink on Saturdays, so like Katie's stream, being on here, stuff like that. Other than that, I'd stare. Same thing with how you said you have an addictive personality. I do too, and my family is full of alcoholics. Yeah. So,
I only drink on days that end in Y.
Feels good.
You know.
I only drink when I live, and I only
it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, I only drink, 5 or only stream 5 or 6 days a week. So
you only drink 5 or 6 days a week,
right?
That's
but
right.
Man, I don't drink during every live stream because sometimes I got to get up really fucking early, and I ain't drinking because I don't make enough money here to support myself. So I got a real job still. I gotta go to work, and I got to drive for fucking 3 hours.
See, chasing that algorithm looks better and better.
Oh my God.
No, it doesn't, dude. No.
Dave
dude.
is just like Gary. Oh my God.
This is
fucking
Gary
like
2.0.
Gary.
Oh no,
Star Wars is dead. Star Wars is dead. MCU.
Send me your money. Send me your money.
We've devolved.
Coming on a live stream and talking for hours, and me and Jim comes on with me every night. Sometimes we're like, what the fuck are you going to talk about? But you know what? Once we start, you start talking to the chat, and then the show just goes in a great direction. So sometimes you're like, oh fuck, and then 40 minutes in, 50 minutes in, oh, here we go. And then it's 4 o'clock in the fucking morning on Sunday, low watermark, and me and you are checking out, and then we talk for another hour backstage about how gay everything is.
Everything is gay.
Yeah, we only ever talk about stimulated cynic,
Yes.
But hey,
I get it, man.
Yeah.
I'm a popular subject. It happens.
Well, Katie loves this hillbilly from Alabama. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think it's because she's a hillbilly from Virginia. So, they have a lot in common. I like stimulated because I'm a hillbilly from Arkansas. So there's a good bloodline there.
Yeah.
But you're actually a good conversationalist, stimulated. I just don't know why you've had multiple Twitter accounts. Seriously, do they ban you on Twitter?
Yeah, I got permabanned.
Because you're just too rambunctious, or what?
I made fun of a Canadian. Canada's got that self-deletion program.
Oh.
And
No.
so it started with
Canada can self-delete you from an American product.
All right, yeah. So the last time it happened, Chris Bacon was arguing about the Trump thing, where everybody was like, "Well, we need to cancel everybody," and I was like, "Whoa, calm down, man. Just take the win, right? Like, I get people are saying stupid shit on Facebook and yada yada, but don't cancel, some granny at Home Depot. You're not gonna win her to your side, right? Like, sure, cancel the dudes from, what's Jack Black and his buddy for saying the stupid shit they did, right? Because they hold themselves as a moral authority. And some guy got in there, was arguing with me about it, and I found out he was Canadian, and I told him his opinion didn't matter, that he should probably check into using the services that Canada offers him. And it was
and then
permabanned.
Permabanned for saying
permabanned. Yeah.
Well, the services they offer are self-deletion kind of services. So
yeah, but they offer them. It's a government program.
I know. Yeah.
And the guy had it. The guy had it in his bio that he was like, "I'm a candidate for that." Now I just quoted his bio to him. Yeah.
Can you imagine now? Stimulated.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? Are there people who are on a waiting list?
I think so. Yeah.
In Canada for healthcare? Yeah. Oh yeah.
No.
No. For the self-deletion.
Self-deletion.
Oh, self-deletion?
Yeah.
Like
you
if you did
that?
No, I couldn't.
I'm pretty positive there is a waiting list though.
Look, if Jim White, don't take it down. If you were that serious about wanting to self-delete and you called up the service and they said it's going to be like 6 months, I'm just going to drive my fucking car off the bridge.
No, but
you don't want to do that.
But that's not it. I mean, it's a.
What do you mean?
Imagine it's a government service.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I couldn't. Like,
but I know.
But
you
let's live in that
imagine
land.
it, but it is.
Yeah.
But it is.
It's all over the globe
insane.
now. It's in European countries. It's in Canada. I mean, it's all over the place. And it will get your Twitter banned, people. Elon Musk does not care about free speech. He's a commie.
So what that tells me, though, is that more and more Christian countries are losing their Christianity because self-deletion is against the fucking Bible.
Yeah. Every Christian religion is against it. Yeah.
Do not kill yourself. That's not your choice.
Yeah.
Right. That's because you know why? It's because it's not against the Muslim religion. They're all for people, especially if they strap some bombs to each other and blow shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you get 72 virgins or whatever.
71.
My bad. I oversold it.
And then most of us say
virgins look like Gary.
No. Like I'm reminded of that Family Guy joke. Here I am. We're playing Magic the Gathering. Want to join? Osama!
That's exactly what it's going to be.
Nobody said it would be women. Nobody said it would be women.
A mortal fat 40 ounce made this.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh.
Justice for us fostered. Evil schemes written in darkened room. Like Muhammad's plans of destruction, carried by chaos and doom. Fake hero inserted to a twisted piece. On the days when our skies disrupted our peace. Breaking down the Muslims with truth they'll never hold. Standing up to jihad, our spirit fierce and bold. Rebel against the terror, fight every night and day. Burn the face of evil, we'll find another way. They built their towers high, but we won't cower in fear. The rep is filled with lies, but our minds remain clear. Outside our clothed in faith, his words a poison knife. But we stand unbroken, defenders of our life. Breaking down the Muslims with truth they'll never hold. Standing up to jihad, our spirit fierce and bold. Rebel against the terror, fight every night and day. Burn the face of evil, we'll find another way. From the other lands we rise, our hearts a burning flame. No more shadows of disguise, we'll never play their game. Brothers bound in honor, with courage as our shield. In the face of darkness, our justice is revealed. Breaking down the Muslims with truth they'll never hold. Standing up to jihad, our spirit fierce and bold. Rebel against the terror, fight every night and day. Burn the face of evil, we'll find another way. Massive of justice, we sow the seeds of pain. But the righteous will fight back, their efforts are in vain. Of ashes were reborn, filled by open might. Unmasking the tyrants, will step into the light. Blasphemous but softly, poison in the creed. They twist the faith of others, corrupt the noble deed. They watch crying out, its shadows they conspire. But our courage won't falter, we'll rise above the fire.
Awesome.
I'm offended.
You know, the only thing that song needs is a couple of the wah from like Disturbed in there.
Yeah, the guy from Spain. Yeah.
Jesus, yo, that's the worst. That's the worst Disturbed I've ever heard, guys.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good, Andrew.
That guy's a fucking nut too. But he said it took him like 50 tries in the AI to get the actual music and lyrics, because he put the lyrics in AI. It just took a while for it to get it right, but it ended up good. That I love that kind of music too. So, all right, let's go, Jim. Let's find
Psychic
out
abilities, specifically through remote viewing programs, with some success stories that might just blow your mind. Let's rewind to the early 1970s. The Cold War was at its peak, and the U.S. and Soviet Union were locked in an intense game of espionage.
In the Soviet Union, the film tells of a Russian woman who claims she can move objects across a table without touching them by means of psychokinesis.
Intelligence was critical, and both sides were looking for any edge they could get. When reports surfaced that the Soviets were experimenting with psychic phenomena known as psychoenergetics, the CIA took notice. If the Soviets could use psychics to spy, maybe the U.S. could do the same. Thus, in 1972, the CIA...
Do you guys think that maybe the Soviets were just fucking with us?
No.
Just like we were fucking with them.
No, that's not possible. No.
You know, I'm just saying, like, we fucked with them about Star Wars, you know, like the Star Wars program, and so they were
and the moon landing.
The moon landing.
Oh my God, the moon landing.
Let's
come on, we landed on the moon, everybody.
We did not
do
land
that.
on that non-spinning piece of
Jim
shit.
thinks we landed on the moon. Oh my God.
We landed on the moon. How else did we know about the Nazi base if we didn't land there?
Also, how do we know
cheese.
that it's spinning?
Cheese. Come on. The moon
Because
is
it's
made
written
of
in
cheese.
a book. It's in Hitler's diaries.
Yeah.
They went to the moon.
It's part 2 from the Turner Diaries.
Okay.
The
He
spinning
launched his
moon
own
is not a
covert
thing,
program
damn Black
to
Roy.
invest.
The moon doesn't spin. It does
You
not
just
spin.
doesn't
The
know.
moon
You don't.
spins and
The moon spins.
it goes around
spins,
and
it
around
goes
and
round
around.
and round and
Dave
round.
doesn't
Hey,
like
everybody!
it.
Do you know that there's a
Spins and
second
no.
moon today? There's a second moon now.
Did it start?
Yep, today's the day.
Did they get a picture
What's
of it?
that?
Yeah, there's a asteroid that's going to be in orbit for 60 days.
Ooh.
Is a mini moon next to our moon.
Nice.
But
You know, we didn't
see-
have
can we see
cheese
it on the
until
ground?
1969 because we landed on the moon and brought it back.
1969.
Hey, Jim.
How did you
can we
not
see
find your
the second
song
moon?
anymore?
Can
Did
we
you
see
get
that?
like a spine tingle down your throat or down your back?
We can't see it. It's on the dark side.
Oh, it is.
That's it.
Oh, it's the size of a school bus. It's it's visible. Okay.
Size
how
of
many
a
Let me
moons
turn
are
my
there?
lights off.
Okay.
How many moons? Our moon's not even real. Ours is not a real moon. Ours is a fucking
Space station.
It's a figment of our imagination.
That's no moon.
Then how did we land on it, Dave?
It's not a
We
moon.
didn't. God damn it. We can't figure out how to fucking defeat that space radiation. Are you out of your fucking mind? Do you know the moon's in our
You know how we
orbit?
defeated it in the 60s?
Aluminum foil.
No, we didn't care.
That's also true.
They all live.
Exactly.
We're gonna fake it
Well,
until
yeah,
we make it.
cancer takes a long time. I mean,
That's
Nobody
right.
nobody died of cancer on those moon missions.
That's
exactly.
why
It
Buzz
takes a long time.
Aldrin didn't die for 67 years.
Yeah. You know why?
That
'Cause they
wasn't
went at
actually
night.
Buzz Aldrin.
They
Yeah.
went at night. They went when it was dark.
At night. Exactly. Go at night.
They flew in from the dark side, so they were cool.
You think
doesn't
going to the
rotate.
moon was our greatest achievement, Ben Togel? We saved your Austrians' ass from the fucking Nazis. That's our greatest achievement, dude.
First of all,
but
Domino's
is that
pizza
a good
delivery in
achievement?
30 minutes or less was our greatest achievement.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Or importing Range Rovers into America. Another great achievement. Whatever, dude. I mean, going to the moon, like we can't even go back because we lost all the fucking notes. Like, how
Getting those,
stupid is that?
getting those little tiny pimentos inside the olive, great achievement.
Oh,
That's a good achievement.
the garlic stuff is a better achievement, Jim. Like, oh my god, avoid the Noid. Yes.
Forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we missed. We didn't mean to hit your city, Ben, but we saw some lights. We're like, fuck it. Let's throw some bombs. They still got power. We can't let this place in the middle of Europe have power.
Ben,
my
Ben,
God.
hold up your lighter. I'll send somebody over to bomb you out. Come on. Hold up your lighter. Come on.
But you know what?
But didn't they go back and bomb in the morning too?
Well, the British bombed at night and the Americans bombed during the day.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So because Britain, I don't know, we were something. I don't know.
All right, you guys, it's Sunday. We have to get our religion on. Here we go.
Time to put on our Sunday best.
122. Oh my God. The N words helped.
Why's my skin burning?
Holy shit!
Oh shit!
That wasn't a fart.
It's pretty wet to me, Jim. Damn you!
Oh.
But we landed on the moon, and that wasn't a fart.
Investigate the potential of psychic abilities. They collaborated with the Stanford Research Institute, SRI, to study remote viewing, a process where individuals claim to be able to see
Do you know that SRI, the Stanford Research Institute, is where they developed SSRIs?
Yep, I knew that.
or hidden objects using only their minds. While some experiments yield intriguing results, the field was fraught with controversy.
A year ago, we did on this program
Barbara Walters.
a week on
Wow.
psychic phenomenon. We did it very seriously. One of our panel members was Uri Geller, who is a young Israeli and has been tested by the Stanford
Would.
Institute
Stop.
by other scientists, and it's said.
All right.
That's Barbara Walters, right?
Barbara
Baba
Walters.
Wawa.
Yeah.
But go back 3 or 4 seconds. She has the lowest cut top any woman has ever had on TV. Jesus Christ.
No.
Yeah, I said would. Come on now.
Yeah, I would.
While some experiments yield intriguing results, the field was fraught with controversy.
A year ago, we did on this program.
Yeah.
A week.
Keep going.
Listen,
Keep
she's old.
going.
Like
Keep going.
Like
Keep
old,
going.
old. Like she makes you look young and spry, Low Watermark.
But if you were alive
But
at the time,
these
you
years
would.
ago,
Yeah.
she wasn't that young. Go.
No. This, yeah, she was like this. I want to say might not even been born yet when this was on fucking TV.
On psychic phenomenon. We did it very seriously. One of our panel members was Uri Geller, who is a young Israeli and has been tested by the Stanford Institute.
Are you trying to get a down shirt shot at her old wrinkled titty?
She's not old.
She wasn't old and wrinkled then.
I'm gonna tell you,
Pretty
she was
fucking
old
old
and
right
wrinkled
there.
then.
No, she wasn't,
she
dude.
was
Yes, she
200
was.
years old, Dave.
Oh my God.
But damn, think about it. Jesus Christ.
She has to be at least 140.
I would
right
say,
Oh,
Mark,
okay.
you were probably like 10 years old when this was made. She
Okay.
was old.
Dude. Would
I'm
she not
older
be
than you,
classified as a
piece of
MILF
shit.
in today's
I'm saying
weird-
I'm saying
Is she a
you
MILF
were
in
probably
this video?
10 when this was filmed.
Is she a MILF in this video?
Yes, would.
No, she's a gilf.
Yeah, she's a gilf there, right? Jim's right.
What's a gilf? A granny?
Grandmother.
Granny,
I'd
yeah.
like to fornicate.
Grandma, I like to F.
Probably 35 years old here,
No,
guys.
she's got to be in her 50s. There.
No.
Barbara Walters was born in
1972.
1929.
This is
Oh
like
my-
1972.
She was born
She
in
was young then.
1929.
Ben
Barbara-
Toggle says vampire.
She was born in 1929.
She
She's
was.
at least in her 40s or 50s here.
39, 49, 59. She's 43 years old. She's a
Yeah.
MILF.
Wow,
No,
43
She was
years
old,
She's
old
old.
as
Oh my
shit.
God, she's so fucking old.
She's hit the wall already. Look at it. She hit the
Oh my
wall so
God,
hard
Dave
her
hit the
fucking
wall
face is
years
smashed
ago. Oh
in.
my God. Come on.
Oh, and that's
To
true.
by
She's not fat like all the other
the
fucking.
scientist
Get
who
rid
is
of
said
those
to have psychic
subtitles.
powers.
There we go.
That's because she has. Look at them hangers.
Oh my God. Look.
Look at look at the bottom of the shirt.
Someone
right
drew
there.
her tits just like those tits on that cover of Salty's book. They're all crooked. One's this way, one's over here, going a different direction. Maybe Matt Barr drew
Oh
those
my God,
tits.
that's JDA. That's JDA. Oh my God.
Let's talk about
Now we know who Matt Barr's tit model was.
Barbara
Taco.
Walters.
Let's taco about it. Taco.
one of the most famous figures involved in these experiments,
Figure.
Uri Geller. Born in Israel, Geller claimed he could bend spoons, read minds, and even stop
I can bend
watches
spoons.
with nothing
And
more
he
than
could
the
not,
power of his mind.
actually.
I can
Oh,
stop
okay.
a watch. It's got a button on the side. You hit the button, it stops.
I also
What
have
the
a
fuck's he
hammer.
talking about?
Wait.
But Jim
wait.
spends like $10,000 per watch, so I hope his button stops it.
Wait.
Got a built-in
That's
stopwatch.
why you're here, Dan, because we talk about it all, buddy. A deep dive into Barbara Walters' tits.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect conversation.
Well, you'll come up with a
Yeah,
mouthful of dust.
But,
There were some hangers.
yeah, but you guys
Oh.
gotta remember.
Obviously,
again,
Jim's got a political agenda against Barbara Wawa. God.
Yeah, I do.
Jim is terrible. My God, kick Jim.
She's a
Kick
leftist
Jim. Oh my
banker.
God.
Oh, she is.
She's dead too. So
Yes,
She's
that's how
dead,
you would
Jim.
come up with a mouthful of dust because she's dead.
I
She's
know,
dead, Jim.
but she wasn't dead then, and you would have banged her if you were at that age.
No, I wouldn't have because I wasn't
I
even
would have.
born yet.
No, if
I
you were
would
her
have.
age at that time, you would have banged her. Is what I said.
If I was,
I don't
if I
think
was
in
my age
abstracts
at
like
that
that.
time, I would have done it.
Jim woulda, coulda.
No. Hey, did you hear that Jennifer Aniston got swatted?
no.
What?
No.
Yeah.
For
Why would
what?
anybody swat her?
She's like,
I'd swat her.
I'd
would
swat
also.
that ass, but I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
buddy.
swat her. I mean, goddamn! After she left Friends, she got so sexy, dude. When she was in that movie with
Adam Sandler
the with
in
that
the
Bateman,
bikini.
the Bateman, where she's the dentist chick. bad
bosses, whatever. Bad bosses.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, she's so fucking
Sexy
hot,
bosses.
dude. Oh my god. Fuck, what they swatted Jennifer Aniston?
I don't know. I mean, supposedly it was like, I think it was like they
Yeah,
actually were doing a wellness check on her or something.
I'd swat her, then befriend her and talk shit about whoever swatted her to get closer to her. So
Do you know who pissed in her bed?
I would, but I don't know who did.
One of the African kids that she fucking adopted? I don't know.
Gavin McInnes.
What?
I hate Gavin.
Gavin
McInnes.
used to hang out with her husband.
Brad Pitt?
No, her husband,
boyfriend?
which Favreau, whatever his name is. Justin Favreau.
Trudeau?
No, Justin something or other. Her husband.
John Favreau?
Justin Favreau.
Yeah.
Or Thoreau. Justin Thoreau.
Thoreau. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
She
That's
was
her husband.
Yeah, that's right.
They used to be buddies. He used to hang out and he pissed in her bed.
Why?
Faggot.
Because he gets
'Cause he's
drunk
a
and pisses
faggot.
his pants.
Oh, because
he fell
he has
asleep
no
in her
control.
bed. Okay.
Yeah,
He didn't do it on purpose. All right. Supposedly. Allegedly.
He tells the story all the time, and then he
likes
says
to
like,
talk about his cock a lot, doesn't he?
but he tells the story, and he says like, he was all worried, so he got the sheets and everything because he didn't want him to feel bad, and then it's washing, and then the next day, just said, "Yeah, we were going to throw all that shit out anyway after you left. We don't reuse stuff when guests come. We just throw it away and buy new stuff."
Or throw the mattress away now
Yeah.
if you just pissed all over the fucking mattress. Jesus Christ.
Let's see. Jennifer Aniston, early life. Let's see what her Wikipedia says. Irish Scottish.
In
good
the early
woman.
1970s,
No banker in her.
Geller became a superstar, the most famous psychic in the world.
Okay, just a second. Look at me. Visualize everything that you drew once more.
No.
He quickly rose to fame in the 1970s and caught the attention of the CIA, who brought him to the Stanford Research Institute for testing in 1973.
In a room next door, a man is suspended in a contraption called the Witch's Cradle. His eyes covered, his earphones playing constant static.
During his week-long series of tests, Geller appeared to perform some incredible feats, such as replicating drawings that had been sealed in an envelope and describing hidden images without seeing them.
Two mountains with a round thing on, or two people. Can
I show?
Yeah, I'd like to. Am I wrong?
You're right.
I'm right.
The results were convincing enough for the CIA to continue exploring psychic phenomena, but not everyone was sold on Geller's abilities. Here's where things get interesting and a little messy.
As a magician, I think that I am uniquely qualified to expose trickery when it occurs in parapsychology or in psychic claims, and particularly when it's self-deception.
He sounds like Penn.
While Geller was winning over believers, he was also attracting serious skeptics. None more vocal than magician and debunker James Randi.
Eric debunks?
Amaze me? The only thing that Geller could do tonight to amaze me would be to admit that he's a trickster who has tried to deceive a lot of people.
Jim.
This is an old school detractor.
This is pre-internet, and this guy's still going viral. But it's only modern culture that does this stuff, right? Like, this is why it's a gay op. Like, this has been going on since, like we said earlier, culture has been around. Like, I was hoping he was going to say if he would just shut the fuck up. Like, that would have been funny. Like,
That sweet fucking beard that old guy has.
but he's a banker, obviously. So
You're right. Damn it.
he's a
But he's
Jewish-
going after another banker.
He's
Calm down, Dave. We're talking about bankers.
He's
Banker
a
on
magic,
banker violence.
he's a magic banker.
A magic banker.
He
As long
can
as
make
he's
your
not a
money go
dancing
away real
banker.
quick.
Did the Beatles sing a song? Or no, it was a Who? Magic Bankers? Magic Bankers?
I know Michael Jackson sung
I
about
know they
it one
did
time.
Pinball Magician. Was there a
He's a
magic
pinball magician. He lays with his wiener.
Yeah.
The turning point for Uri Geller came in 1973 when he appeared on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. Now, Carson
We got a really
was no
good
ordinary
show.
host. He had a background in magic and sleight of hand and was suspicious of Geller's claims.
Thanks.
We have only met.
This scares me.
This scares you.
Carson called in James Randi to help make
Why do
sure
you
there
have-
were no tricks. Following Randy's advice, Carson's team provided their own props, spoons and other objects that Geller wouldn't be able to tamper with in advance.
Well, this is we just got some things together here, and as I said, as you progress and do what you want to do tonight, well, you can tell us what you would like to try, and we'll leave it up to you.
I'll try when I'll really feel up to it, okay?
Okay.
The result? Geller struggled. On live television, in front of millions, he failed to perform his usual feats. He hesitated,
don't lie to people.
made excuses, and eventually said he wasn't feeling strong enough.
All right, we are back. Uri was telling me you don't feel what, strong tonight? Is that?
Holy shit. God, I miss those days, man, when people could just be people.
Yeah.
God, gold is kept.
Dig tunnels. Damn Black Roy.
We have to fucking go talk to the Anunnaki to get our gold back. They're actually controlling the fucking Federal Reserve, Jim, right? They took all our gold.
Maybe.
They took our jobs.
They took our jobs.
They took our jobs.
It always devolves.
But that
They took their jobs.
was so good, man. Oh fuck,
That's a great show.
I love Archer too, though. You ever watch Archer?
Archer is
Yeah,
fucking
I did, yep.
amazing. God, it's funny.
dude. Yeah,
But I hate knowing that he's also the voice of Bob from Bob's Burger.
I like that show, man.
I like
Yeah.
the show, but it messes with me. If I watch them
Yeah.
too close together, it takes the magic away
Well,
from
wait till you
Archer.
see him. Wait till you see him on that fucking Netflix show this summer.
I've seen him in person. Yeah, it ruins
Archer, Archer
Yeah.
and Bob's Burgers like actually did a crossover.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
But the actor himself is an old, fat, not old, but a
Bald.
middle-aged, fat, bald guy. You're like,
Yeah.
oh no! He
Oh, like
sounds
he-
so cool as a secret agent. No!
No,
I
we
think
don't
he's
want to know.
I think he also did like some Arby's commercials.
Well, as Rocky says, he's in fucking everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's fucking really good at what he does.
Let's see. Let's look at his early life.
Let's get back to the Anunnaki gold, Jim.
It was a major blow to his credibility. That night, skeptics had a field day, and it marked the beginning of Geller's long-standing feud with Randy.
Imagine if they had fucking YouTube.
Magical thinking, is a slippery slope. Sometimes it's harmless enough, but other times it's quite dangerous. Personally, I'm opposed to that kind of fakery, so I have no reservations at all about exposing these people and their illusions for what they really are.
He frequently demonstrated how Geller
This is the magician calling the psychic a fake.
He's opposed to that kind of faggotry.
Magic
That's
is
what
fake.
he said. Yep.
Yeah, magic is fake. It's just fucking sleight of hand stuff. So, like, what the fuck, dude? Don't be so high on the horse, Mr. Banker Man. Banker on
Geller's
Banker
tricks could be-
Crime, Dan Blackroyd. Please don't get my channel struck. Big bankers, guys. Big bankers.
Banker.
Oh, it's over. Oh my God, Dave, it's over. It's over.
I mean, I'm gonna have Ripaverse Goalpost calling me a banker hater. What the fuck?
So Harry John
Anti-Bakite.
Benjamin.
I'm an anti.
He's already calling you that, Terry.
Harry John
Bankroid.
Benjamin, the voice
Those
of Archer.
goddamn bankroids, they can just fuck off. Like, god damn them all.
He's a banker.
I mean, Blackroid is very close to Bankroid. Are there any
Uh-oh,
Jewish
shit.
Australians?
Yes.
Are there?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Are
I'm
Jewish
sure.
bankers? Are there Jewish bankers? No way. They didn't flee that far. They didn't go to the fucking fake country that doesn't exist or continent.
Yeah.
Imagine they call Australia a continent. It's like the size of fucking Texas and New Mexico. Just say the dues. No, we call them the bankers here, Jin Wong. Jin, you're also over there. Are there any bankers in that fake
China?
China.
Jin Wong's not in China. Jin Wong, I think he's Dan Blackroyd's neighbor. They probably hang. It's probably the same guy. Although I've seen Jin Wong's face and I've seen Dan Blackroyd's face, so I know it's not the same guy. But they're probably neighbors. They probably team up on these corny ass jokes
When they're not battling the emus.
and they keep losing that war. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you Google prominent Australian bankers, there is a list a mile long.
Of bankers?
Yeah. Yeah,
I got 20
prominent
minutes
Australian
left.
bankers.
It is Eric Estrada, yes.
20 minutes for what?
Till I go to sleep.
What the fuck?
It's 2 a.m.
It's not 2 a.m.
It'll be 2 a.m. in 20 minutes.
Move to the human time zone and it
Don't do
wouldn't
this
be.
to yourself. You know you're going to last another hour and a half.
No, I'm not. I'm actually like falling asleep as we speak.
You built a fucking wall to keep the rabbits, dude, or a fence to keep the rabbits because you couldn't
Of course,
shoot enough
what
rabbits.
Jim is going to do in 20 minutes when he goes off, he's going to start another live stream. He's going to
No.
let me and Julio on, and we're going to woohoo.
No, that's not going to happen tonight.
Oh, Jim, can you give the chat an update on your television?
It's broke.
It is completely shot. Okay.
Yeah, they said, oh, yeah, it's just this board, some kind of TPN board or something, or TP something board. He's like, so no problem. He goes, but this model TV, it's mounted to the panel, so the whole panel has to be replaced.
Ew.
Womp womp.
Womp.
Yeah.
So now you're looking for a new TV for your living room.
Yeah.
So,
Dollars to donuts. He'll have a new one by Monday.
do you think you can claim it with the electricity burning out?
Well, the problem is no.
I think it's not worth
Your
the
homeowner should
right?
cover it.
But
Well, it would, but see, there was this thing called a hurricane, and we have special deductibles during hurricanes.
Oh, well, didn't it go out before the hurricane though?
he can't prove there was an outage before the hurricane.
Live stream. He talked about it before. He could literally send a live stream.
Were
He
you
talked about it on the live
He
stream.
can't prove there was a power outage, is what I'm saying. The TV went out. He did say that, but
I'd claim it on my homeowners, but I don't know how Florida's works. So.
well, you got to talk about Florida fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Their insurance is crazy. That's why I don't have a reciprocal license in Florida.
they lost 2 wars to the emus. And then they took away all their fucking guns.
Stupid. Now the emus are they're gonna rise up again.
And the
now they
emos
can't
got
fight
the
'em.
guns, guys. The emos took the guns.
And the kangaroos are just
I mean,
multiplying
that's
like
sad
rats.
coming from the land of Ned Kelly.
Exactly.
That's true. Ned Kelly was king.
Let's
I
get
remember
back to
watching the
your-
Replicated
documentary.
using sleight of hand and clever misdirection.
You know, a psychic who at one time was doing this sort of trick is no longer doing it because every 12-year-old magician has learned how to do it. And Miguel, not too tightly, very lightly, please. Just very lightly. It
There
used
is
to be
no
done
spoon.
a great deal, but now the magicians and the kids are doing it too.
Randy didn't just stop at criticizing Geller publicly. He took it to another level, even writing the book Magic of Uri Geller to expose him.
Who
He
is
That's called
referred to
him a
Geller as
faggot
a
in
fraud,
public.
and Geller responded with,
So this guy was just trying to sell a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like defamation, though, dude. Like, I hope to God he responds with a fucking defamation lawsuit.
Yeah, I'm sure he does, but then he would have to prove he's not a faggot.
They're all dead. It's
That
been
was
years.
that was not a war, Dan Blackroyd. We called that a what was Vietnam? It wasn't the Vietnam. It was-
Police
First of all,
action. Police
It was a
action.
police. No, that was
First of all,
Korea.
we did not lose Vietnam. We just left.
we said we don't care about these people. We burned
We
them out.
actually we weren't fighting the war in Vietnam. We were just helping the South, and then we decided to stop helping.
Yeah,
That's
and
right.
we,
We walked away. Yeah.
and we didn't declare war on Vietnam.
No,
and we
no.
totally won
That's
in Afghanistan.
We
Exactly.
Totally.
did. We did.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Iraq and Iran and over.
We
and
didn't run and
southeast
leave
this
all
and
kinds
over
of
there
supplies
and-
behind. After
We
10
came,
years.
we saw, he died. Remember?
but
Hillary told
that
us.
was Gaddafi.
Yeah.
That was
we,
Gaddafi.
We came, and then
and
we
we
came
kept coming,
again,
and then we
yeah,
continued to come.
we took all the
nothing
humungs home
happened.
with us.
We fucking tore it up in Korea, dude. Like, come on, man. We got the proof. North Korea
Still back-to-back World War champs. So
North
fuck
Korea
off, Australia.
thriving. South Korea, they're selling
Because
us.
Truman was too much of a
You're not
pussy whip
gay.
to let MacArthur drop the fucking bomb.
MacArthur.
MacArthur wanted to keep going on to
China.
Russia.
China.
China. Everybody. Wonderful. Great China.
Little China, the big China. It's
Because
big,
it's the Chinese virus.
Never.
All the Hmong settled in Michigan. Exactly right.
No, they didn't.
Yes,
I pulled it up on
Don't
the.
start this.
I pulled it up on the fucking map.
I watched the Clint Eastwood movie. All the Hmong
I don't give
are
a
over
fuck
there.
about the Clint Eastwood movie. I'm telling you,
Every
they're in fucking
night.
Minnesota and
Every
California.
fucking night with this.
Clint
It's
Eastwood
every
is
fucking
God.
time.
Damn it, Jim.
Don't doubt Clint, goddammit, Jim.
All right.
Clint knows history. He's been
Multiple
alive a lot
lawsuits
longer than
accusing
you.
Randy of defamation.
Hey, sued him for defamation.
One of the most famous lawsuits occurred in the 1990s.
I knew he
when
did.
Geller
He's a
sued Randy
banker.
for calling him a fraud in public. The case dragged on for years, but in 1995, Geller lost. The court ruled in
Jesus
favor of Randy,
Christ.
not only dismissing Geller's claims, but also ordering Geller to pay Randy's legal fees. This legal defeat was a major victory for skeptics and reinforced the growing belief that Geller's powers were little more than stage magic.
You see, it's becoming very soft.
Se está suavizando.
And this is not an illusion.
Esto no es
It's
ninguna
like
ilusión.
it's becoming like plastic.
Now let's shift away from the Geller controversy and get back to the real question. Did remote view
There is no spoon.
viewing
There's
actually
only one
work?
truth. There is
Well,
no
the results
spoon.
were mixed, but some cases were undeniably impressive. Take, for example, the case of the Chinese nuclear test site at Lop Nur in the late 1970s. Remote viewers, including some trained by the CIA, accurately described a nuclear device being tested at the site. One viewer, Mel Riley, described an unusual
he
hourglass-shaped
doesn't look
device,
crazy.
which turned out to be a
No,
crucial
not at all.
element of the Chinese bomb design. This information was later confirmed by conventional intelligence. There's also the story of a CIA remote viewer who pinpointed the location of a Soviet Typhoon-class submarine, a massive high-tech military asset, before it was even launched.
Red October.
These successes sparked real interest in continuing the program, despite skepticism from the scientific community.
Sort of like a highly classified black program inside of a black program.
Whoa,
One,
calm down.
because
This
you don't
black
want
stuff,
the
my
Russians
God.
or the Chinese to know what we're doing.
Or the
and two, because a lot
No?
of scientists
Not gonna
didn't
go there?
want
Okay.
their colleagues to know what they were doing.
The idea of psychic soldiers and mind-bending experiments might sound like the stuff of conspiracy theories or science fiction, but it didn't stay buried in classified documents.
Sounds incredible,
fine if
but
it was
it's
a
true.
Thursday.
Relying on now declassified documents, national security reporter Annie Jacobson has written about the U.S. government's decades-long attempts to use Uri Geller and others like him for psychic espionage.
In fact, it made its way into popular culture, thanks in large part to John Ronson and his book, The Men Who Stare at Goats.
I watched that movie.
The goats had been
Yeah.
secretly flown in from Central America
Have you seen that movie, Jim?
to avoid
Yeah, it's
customs.
great. Yeah, it I is. like it.
Special forces weren't worried about regular soldiers hearing the goats because they'd been depleted.
Published in 2004, Ronson's book investigates the U.S. military's bizarre and often unsettling experiments with psychic warfare, remote viewing, and mind control. Title refers to one of the strangest claims in the book, that soldiers are being trained to kill goats by staring at them. Yes, you heard that right. Staring at goats with the intent to stop their hearts with pure mental focus.
Goat Lab actually used to be called Dog Lab, but it turned out most soldiers didn't feel good shooting dogs in the leg. The Army, though, had long felt fine about doing stuff to goats, even testing atomic weapons on them.
While this may sound absurd, Watson uncovered a wealth of strange practices and individuals within the military
Jim is the
who were
goat.
convinced they were onto something.
He's the goat. I'm going to shoot in the leg.
Watson's book doesn't just cover the remote viewing experiments we've discussed, but expands into the larger landscape of psychic research and fringe programs conducted by the U.S. military. His investigation paints a picture of the military
Jim, pause it
that
real
in the
quick.
Cold War
Like,
era.
Imagine the soldiers are upset about shooting the dog, but they would never eat the dog. But they're not upset about shooting the goat. But they would
and they'll
for
eat the
dinner.
goat.
Like, what
Yeah,
the fuck? Like, I get it. Like, we slaughter cows every day and eat them, right? Like, it's a thing. But we ride horses and we're not eating horse meat. Now, Ben Togel sends me pictures of his horse meat sandwiches all the time. Like, what the fuck? You guys actually eat horse meat in Austria? He's like, yeah, dude, you don't eat it in America? Nope. It's just not a thing here. We don't do it. We don't eat horse that we know of. It's
That's
not
because we give them so many steroids.
well, but I bet I bet you know how they say like everything tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
You know?
For years, there was rumors that White Castles were made out of horse meat.
I know, but nobody admits it. Is my point. Like in America, it's just not a thing. And Ben Togo says horse meat is delicious. It probably is, but we're so.
I bet it's tough.
Why? You kill the ponies like we do the fucking sheep. We kill the baby.
I'm not killing a fucking pony, bro.
You know,
you will if that fucking veal is good, motherfucker. Oh my god, a good veal parmesan. Ooh, goddamn.
I could eat a squirrel first.
You know what's the toughest meat? Buffalo meat.
No, dude, you got to get the right.
Dude, you'll be chewing for hours.
No, I love buffalo, man. We eat some buffalo. Like, what's that restaurant?
Hooters has great buffalo chicken.
No, that's
not real buffalo.
Hooters
they have wings though. Buffalo with wings.
Buffalo wings, but the chicks bringing them to you are good enough for you to make you forget how terrible that fucking wing is. It's god awful. I hate fucking Hooters. I hate it. And have you guys noticed if you go like on Uber or DoorDash and you're like in your area and there's this, oh man, there's this place that specifies in this like, you know, whatever, and you click on it. It's the fucking Hooters or it's the goddamn Chili's. That's a whole different menu that they're trying to sell you as another restaurant.
Yeah.
Or this hamburger place. It's like it's fucking Chili's.
You guys heard that Hooters is like going out of business?
It should, because it's garbage food.
Yeah, that and those chicks can make more money selling butthole pictures online.
Yeah.
Well, don't you remember though, Simulated, that they wanted the men sued to be fucking servers. Like,
oh yeah.
You fucking faggots. Stop ruining.
I'm gonna start a male version of Hooters and I'm just gonna serve hot dogs.
Call it Pooters.
No, I'm gonna call it.
You're gonna call it
Big John's.
Pooters. You're gonna call it Pooters.
No, it's
You know the
Big
guys are
John's
getting
hot
fucked in
dog.
the ass. The guy that's bringing your food got fucked in the ass before he brought your fucking wings.
I'm not gonna ask him. It's illegal to ask him what he does for his, personal
You're gonna call it
relationship.
Pooters. You're from Alabama, dude.
I'm gonna call it Big John's hot dogs.
You almost lost this game tonight after winning. They're leading 28 to nothing.
You didn't want to talk about that earlier. Now you want to talk about it. So you can dunk on me. But we won in the end. Okay?
In the end? In the end?
And
we took it in the end. In the end, we took it. We took it deep.
Took it in the end?
In the end. We took it all.
Do I need to get my chicken cock out and show you what it is in your booger?
Please don't pull a Gavin McInnes on your
Pull
own
his chicken
stream.
cock out? Oh my god.
My chicken cock. You could have called it rooster cock, but the name of the bourbon is
No, we'd call it Cox for real, and then it would just be a big chicken, and we would serve hot dogs.
I love a good hot dog, man.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna
bet
lie.
you fucking do.
No,
All beef.
like
foot long,
dude, man.
The only hot dogs that are worth their shit are ballpark hot dogs.
Do you like it warm?
you're so
do you like
Go
your
to a
hot
baseball
dogs?
game.
Do you like your sausages warm the authentic Bavarian way?
Stimulated. Have you ever been to Chicago?
No, what the fuck would I go to Chicago for?
To get a fucking real hot dog, dude.
And to get shot at. No, I'll just eat ballpark
You,
hot dogs.
you don't have to go to Chicago. There are plenty of suburbs around it that serve the same hot dogs.
Okay.
There is nothing better than a Chicago hot dog. Nothing. Those fucking hot dogs that they use at Jim, 90% of the restaurants, right, are all from the same place, and they're fucking incredible. Like, there's nothing. And then if you like something different, an Italian beef with a Italian sausage, holy shit, they call it a combo here, dude. The food here is unbelievable. Like, I spent 2 weeks in a row in Wisconsin. It is the worst food ever. I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking about this driving home from Wisconsin Thursday or Friday morning. Why are there so many fat people here? The food here sucks. It sucks everywhere. There's no good food in Wisconsin.
They don't know it sucks.
and they keep looking for something good, so I guess they keep
Yeah.
eating because
Yeah, have you ever like had a craving flung on you and you keep eating because you don't know what the craving is? That's all of Wisconsin.
yeah, like it's like they're so fat, but nothing tastes good. Just drive drive 25 miles south to Illinois. Even oh my God, what the fuck are you playing now, Jim?
Oh my God, I fucking love her. She's the
She
best
was
actress
great.
in the world.
Oh, Beer Fest. This is a great movie. I just got struck. Oh, it's only 12 seconds. We're cool. Yeah. That was awesome. She was such a great actress in her day, Jim. She played so many good roles. Shit. No, those people from I'm probably convinced.
You feel bad for him?
No, I think half the population does drive south of the border into Chicago or the suburbs to eat real food because Wisconsin food is awful. It's awful. But it's just awful.
I'll just stay down here and eat my southern food. I'll be fine.
Man. I missed my grandma's fried potatoes. Nobody.
That's what Jesus Christ, man. My mom makes that shit. I just go over to her house and just
yeah. But like, I don't have anybody that can make it anymore.
I literally got a pan of cornbread in my kitchen. My mom made right now, so it's great. Being Southern is all
U.S. military. His investigation paints a picture of the military that in the Cold War era was willing to explore even the most outlandish ideas to gain a strategic advantage.
Nobody puts lettuce on a fucking hot dog.
On a hot dog.
I'm looking into the cupboard now, and I see
pickle and tomato.
I see
celery salt,
a tin mug.
Ketchup,
this investigation was so captivating that it was adopted into a film in 2009 starring George Clooney and Ewan McGregor.
Cheese is nice.
The movie plays up the absurdity of the real-life events, blending comedy with unsettling truths about how far the military is willing to go to develop psychic warriors.
I think they meant
The title refers directly to the Goat-Starian experiments, though the film takes creative liberties, pushing the story into a satirical realm.
See, I barely moved. Physics-wise, not much going on here. It's the psychic energy that's important, you okay?
Oh, sharp edges.
Yeah.
But as with all things that seem too good to be true,
as?
the CIA's remote viewing program eventually lost its shine. After years of research and millions of dollars, the results were deemed inconsistent. The program, under various names like Grill Flame and Stargate, ran until 1995 when it was officially terminated.
Fucking Clinton.
Despite his public setbacks, Uri Geller continues to make bold claims about his abilities. In 2019, Geller wrote an open letter to then Prime Minister Theresa May expressing his intention to use telepathic powers to stop Brexit and influence world events.
Just think the following. Theresa
It didn't work?
bring us to a second vote. Go for a second referendum.
Stop.
Fucking Brexit was the right.
So he's a globalist fucking banker. Fuck him.
Yeah. Brexit was the right way. All of you fucking Europeans, go back to your own economies.
Yes.
Fuck your World Bank bullshit you're living under. You guys are fucking crazy. Holy shit. Oh, hey.
Dude, they do it because they don't want to have to get a passport to go to every country. Because it's now everybody that's a part of it, you could just hop a plane and go wherever the fuck you want.
That's bullshit. They live with that their whole life. Like,
They've been able to go everywhere all the time.
yeah, I mean, like, Americans look at passports as like some foreign object, right? Like, what the fuck, a passport?
Yeah, fuck that. Why would I leave America? Go to one of those dirty countries? Gross.
But be careful. Be careful. Do not cross state lines. Otherwise, people will say he crossed state lines.
If I want to go
have you
somewhere
crossed
dirty, I'll
state
go to
lines
Chicago.
recently?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God! You crossed state lines?
Mhm.
Did you bring a gun? Did you kill black people? Oh my God, Dave! You crossed state lines? Oh no!
But I killed a couple of yellow people and white people too. Does that make it even?
Yeah, that evens out.
Cool then. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Equal opportunity. Yep.
All right.
For every colored person, you got to kill like 3 Asians, though. I think that's the math.
But if
for
I
it to balance
kill
out.
one colored person, I have to
Yeah.
kill 10 whites to even it out, right?
No.
No?
20, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck, I better
I gotta press play.
God
I gotta
damn.
press play.
Play.
Eric, let me just jump in a minute. With the greatest of respect to you, you're not a British citizen, are you?
And in September 2024, he wrote a long ex post related to thousands of Hezbollah fighters injured in Lebanon when their new pagers all simultaneously exploded. He implied that it was a result of remote viewing. But here's where skepticism comes into play. While Geller may still insist on his psychic abilities, there's little concrete evidence to support these claims. His involvement with the CIA and the remote viewing program, while real, was always shrouded in controversy, and most experts agree that his performances were more showmanship than supernatural.
But Uri Geller's skills turned out to be unreliable,
Uri was telling me you don't feel, what, strong tonight? Is that
strong.
as seen in this now infamous appearance on The Tonight Show in 1973.
So what are we left with? The CIA's experiments in remote viewing did yield some success stories, and they genuinely believed they were onto something at the height of the Cold War. But as the results became more inconsistent, even the government had to admit that relying on psychics to win the intelligence game was a long shot. As for Uri Geller, his legacy remains a complicated one. He was a major part of the remote viewing movement, but his public failures and battles with skeptics like James Randi have left many doubting the authenticity of his abilities. Was he a true psychic or simply a master illusionist?
The important agencies here are the national governments, other organizations, universities, research agencies that spent millions of dollars to investigate what was known as the Geller effect.
So what do you think? Was remote viewing a missed opportunity for revolutionary intelligence gathering, or just a wild experiment that went too far? And what about Uri Geller? Was he the real deal, or just a very talented performer?
They chose to believe that Geller was not lying to them when he said he had genuine psychic powers. He even said at one point that he got his powers, I hope you're ready for this, from the planet Uba.
Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this exploration of one of the strangest chapters...
Auba! 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 Auba!
Wait, that's a song. That's a song from the 60s. Ooba, ooba.
All right.
Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga. I can't stop this feeling deep inside my head.
But Jim didn't want to go to Rumble and play these fucking awesome songs. Holy hell.
Ooga chaka. Yeah, I love that.
Ooba chaka, ooba chaka. Oh my God. What the fuck was
Ooga
that?
booga. David's looking over at Jim. What the hell?
Are you looking
That
for
wasn't
Harry
me.
Banana?
I don't know who that
Are you
was.
looking for a Harry Banana over there?
That was Hibbity Jibbity.
This is all very like I just think this was just another money grab from a department in the government, Jim.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it worked.
They needed to spend the funding.
No, they were looking for additional funding on top of the funding they
No,
were guaranteed. Like
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you don't use it, you lose it. So they had money to burn, so they would get more the next year. And so they brought that retard in and said, "Oh yeah, what he did was legit."
Yeah. Do you guys hold on one second, Jim? I know you're passing out for some reason.
Jim is trying to pass.
I mean